Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next session of this. All quiet on the Serisian front. I almost said the lemon. Please excuse me.
I like lemons.
Before anything else, can we go ahead and get a recap from what happened last time? Because it was pretty drastic.
I died.
Okay, that's not the recap.
It did happen, though.
It did happen.
Yeah.
It was start of the session picked up right after Ash was healed of his disease. Affliction, yes.
STD.
And we got word that a big enemy movement was coming past us, so we booked it off the road, went down into the valley, and found some cover in a Serisian cave, or an old one. No, there was no Serisian present, but we spent a few hours in there just waiting for the enemy troops to pass. While we were doing that, we warned, what is it called? Was it Bright Hill? Is that the name of the?
Yeah, the old one.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Here, let
Bright
me
Hill.
look at the gesture coast.
Yeah, if you look at it, you
Yes.
can see you left Bright Hill and you're heading to Stonefield.
Yeah.
Yes. We warned them that a big enemy troop movement was on its way towards them. After the coast was clear, we decided to remain in the valley for a couple more hours, and in that valley we came across an overturned another overturned Brahma. It was smoking, and it had some undead trying to get inside, so we decided to get rid of the undead so we could possibly scrap the overturned Brahma for parts and repair our own. Well, the fight ensued. At first, it was going very, very well, and we kind of had them in a bottleneck with a couple of well-placed spells by Razgar and Joe. And well, once they broke through, some spells were dropped. Big fight ensued, and
Assassin almost took out AJ on like the first hit straight.
It
Yeah.
was like a crit, yeah.
Yeah.
With the necrotic damage on top of that.
yeah,
It was a
things
big mess.
Like
things
60
turned around really fast.
And Razgar wouldn't keep his scaly ass inside the Brahma.
Yep. Things turned around really fast, and the captain, the undead captain, kept bringing his troops back, which was a problem.
Yeah.
And well, the rolls weren't on our side, so towards the end of the fight, Razgar went down, and they finished him off, causing our first character death in the campaign. We were able to finish off the captain and the rest of his troop, and in the aftermath, some people do not know that Razgar has fallen and completely died.
I think it's just
Um,
Richard.
Just Richard.
Maybe
I think
also
everyone
Ricky.
else was either in or on the Brahma. It was
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
pulled his body into the Brahma.
Yeah, so it's just
that-
Richard who doesn't
yeah.
know.
And Ash did perform the heart ritual that prevents him from being recalled to being undead. But the session ended with the signal of SOS coming from
I
inside
feel like
the.
you missed a very important part.
I did. What
Yeah.
did I miss?
Razgar's gem.
Oh, right, yeah. Razgar's gem was extracted from his hand by Joe, and now
It
Joe
deemed
is
Ash not worthy.
Joe is now the worthy of the gem.
He blocked it out of his mind.
I totally. I was more focused on Razgar's death. I'm sorry.
This is part of Rasgar's death.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
His
But,
legacy lives
yeah.
on.
Joe is now the proud owner of one blue mysterious gem.
I got
an
a
opal.
rock.
It's opalescent.
An
Opal.
opal.
Opalescent. Okay, gotcha.
I got an opal.
But
did.
the session ended with the signal of SOS coming from inside the broken Brahma, the overturned Brahma. And we're just about to figure out who was inside it.
More undead. Nuke it.
Well,
I'm
Make a
actually
new
undead.
character. Oh shit.
well enough. Well done. An inspiration point earned for that recap. As we pick up right where we left off, you hear the SOS coming from the Brahma, the tapping sounds of metal on metal coming from within its hull. But all of you are by the Brahma as the fight has ended. By your own Brahma, Brahma 19, I should say.
I believe
Joe and
I was-
Ash are on the inside. Sorry. Yes, Joe and Ash are on the inside. They had just had the gem shenanigans.
no, actually, Ash climbed out to treat.
Never mind, Joe's
Yeah,
on the
Ash-
inside.
Yeah, Ash treated me, which is why I'm only missing 1 HP instead of only at 3 HP.
Gotcha. I'm still
Well-
inside the OG Brahma.
But we did hear the tapping, and
We did.
It was sudden in the silent air after the fight as the quiet surrounded you. All you could hear was the tapping.
all right, guys, let's get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Okay, bye.
Guys, that's definitely a monster in that Brahma right now.
And it knows Serisian military Morse code.
As Ash is finishing up treating Richard, he'll look up at the overturned Brahma.
I think I heard it. I think I heard the tapping at the end of last session.
Yes, you did.
Well, both of us did, yeah. Richard will go, if there's something tapping in the Brahma, I'm just gonna lay here for another minute or two.
All right.
And he's gonna light up, what was the cigarette? The
Mellow Thistle.
Mellow Thistle, thank you. I'm gonna put that in my notes before I forget again.
Ricky, we have an SOS in the other Brahma.
Yeah, I'll pull out my axe and walk over to the other Brahma and just see if there's something I can rip off or get it open.
So this Brahma is beat to hell. It shows signs of being attacked. It shows signs that it did tumble down the cliff. So part of the Brahma is bent inward. It's not functioning. But you do see that 3 of the crystals, the 3 crystals that are on the side of the Brahma that's not in the dirt, are glowing. So they still have power.
We can replace our crystals.
Yeah, so I'll Ash, the crystals. There's crystals. They're lit.
Oh,
They're
that's
still
good.
glowing.
Gonna
You
be
get
I
the SOS
guess
signal again.
Yeah. You hear voices coming outside
Please.
the Brahma.
run over. And this SOS signal is only known by Serisian Guard. Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's not
mean,
impossible to think that they could have picked it up.
it could have been like the SOS signal it's universal for the Serisian military. Like someone could have adopted it or been trying to bait you. But you saw these assassins, the followers of the Star, were trying to get into this Brahma. So you can make different assumptions. Ash, as you approach this toppled Brahma, roll me an Arcana check. And Ricky, you said you are with him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull you all the way over there. Joe, what are you doing?
She is still inside the OG Brahma, kind of tuning out the shenanigans outside, and is just kind of marveling at this gem in her hand that spoke to her, and she has no idea what it is, but she wants to try to understand it a little better if she
What
can.
languages do you speak right now?
Common, infernal, orc, primordial, and undercommon.
You now also speak Draconic.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll take it. She's
some
just trying to
common languages.
see if she can glean anything else from it just by observing it really carefully
Roll me an
while she's
investigation.
finally alone.
Roll me an investigation. And while you're doing that, Ash, with a 23 in Arcana, as Ricky's next to you, you're okay. Well,
Yeah, nothing.
real quick,
Pretty.
Joe, there's too much going on.
It's a pretty rock.
You don't have the mental acuity at the moment to really
Yes,
look at
but
the
she
thing.
is captivated and confused and tuning everything else out, so continue.
The hatch on this Brahma, Ash, is damaged to the point where it looks like it was forced shut, and it doesn't look like a lock is keeping it closed. It looks like the metal is bent in a way that it just won't open. It's going to require some tooling to get it open again. Crowbar, magic,
All right.
explosion,
An angry Ricky,
angry.
I was
Going
saying,
to
I'm like poking at it and stuff while he's doing this.
unleash
My
the
axe.
Ricky.
It is
Ricky,
iron. You do suspect, is your great axe magical?
Yeah, that was the magic item I took.
Oh, then yeah, you can totally just hack it open.
Or it's like it's a
But-
+1.
Yeah, then it just can cut through iron. It just
Okay. So
is
yeah, I'll just start hacking at it while Ash is like,
Wait.
studying it and stuff. I'll just be like, move him out of the way and just like hack at it.
Wait, we don't know who's inside.
It's an
They-
SOS. It's SOS. Just keep hacking.
Right, but okay.
Can I hear everything through?
not
through
really.
this Brahma?
You kind of so all of the devices that allow a Brahma to communicate with the outside are not functioning in this Brahma. So you basically just hear it's nothing.
Got it.
And then you hear Kong as a great axe hits it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Hold on, I don't have a great axe. I have.
You have a baby axe.
I respect the props. Roll an attack. The DC is 15 to hit to not damage anything
I got
unimportant.
one too.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god. I
took-
misplaced
went-
my axe.
I took this one axe throwing for the first time this weekend.
Nice.
It's much heavier than this one. My arm's real sore.
So, the damage threshold on iron is 10. So you deal 4 points of slashing damage to the hatch. As you're tapping the SOS, suddenly the hatch bends inward. And it looks like one more good hit, and it will be open. Or at least openable, Ricky. So go ahead and attack again.
Okay, I'm not in a rage right now, so I'll like look back at Ash, like, to see if I get a no.
I feel like
No.
the last people who
Okay,
are
that's
hacking
good
at this
stuff.
great
No,
may
right-
not have been great.
Ash will give you a nod, Ricky, just to keep going.
Okay. Roll damage.
Wasn't it a 15?
It was.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's fine.
As you swing, the great axe ricochets off of the hatch and bounces upward into one of the mounting capsules for the Banasite crystals. And you hear a sharp
Oh,
and one of the crystals is now cracked.
God damn it. Okay.
I'll
Rich
request
yells-
my axe. I'm gonna look at Ash again.
Okay,
Rich yells at the ground and goes, "What was that noise?"
hold on.
It's fine. It's fine. I almost have the hatch open.
Okay.
Maybe I should save these crystals before you open it completely. Okay.
Okay.
I will try to extract the 2 remaining crystals that are good.
If Joe is there, she might say that the person inside could be dying.
Roll Arcana.
Imagine I'm rolling death saves right now.
Well,
You brought
I
a
know.
second.
I can't wait for
character,
Juju's
right?
third character.
What were you going to say, Ricky?
22.
Ricky, what were you saying?
Would I know this code, or would that be
Yes,
something?
all of you recognize the SOS code. It was taught
Okay.
in basic.
So I'm
um,
gonna tap like 1
camp.
second onto the in the door.
Give me
Like,
5
hold
minutes.
on.
Okay, to know more than just SOS is gonna be an intelligence check.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You got this.
Ricky's actually fluent in Serisian Morse code. Natural 20.
Just a straight intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my third.
Oh no!
You have no idea how to say anything else.
You tap dun 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 dun
Pounding
dun.
on it.
Yeah.
Aggressively,
With a
like
22,
gonna-
you successfully extract one of the crystals. Go ahead and roll it again for the second one. And the crystal that was...
Fire.
Yeah, you get it. The third crystal, the one that was cracked, it's still functioning. It's just cracked. It's fragile now.
Okay.
Do you try and extract that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. Yeah.
Roll Arcana.
I'm glad that this new person in our group knows that the
Okay,
crystals
22
come
again.
first.
Priorities.
Okay. As you pull it out, the inside of that Brahma goes dark.
Oh shit.
Hello?
Alright.
We just leave with our loot.
Getting
Is it? Do I
fucking
know
jacked.
if these crystals can be put inside a bag of holding, and they won't do? they're
Yeah,
not-
they'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Okay, I put them into my medical satchel of holding.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
just full of cotton balls.
Your
yeah,
man's
pretty much.
satchel? Your matchel?
All right, the crystals have. I got the crystals. You can hit it again.
If you spoke, we did not hear you. you go,
Ash, roll me a dex save.
Oh no!
Ay, ay, ay.
Maybe it was good that you got those crystals.
Yeah. I'll never get out of here.
So, the armor of a Brahma is designed to be difficult to get through.
Well,
Roll damage for me, Ricky.
Yes.
You're,
she didn't hit
you're-
my AC. Oh
Oh,
my
no.
god.
18 damage.
Guess what? I'm down.
we don't
As
have
the
a big deal.
axe crashes into the side of the Brahma, it whooring bounces off, and Ash, you are jumping down off the Brahma, and just the sudden cold clock poof, on the back of your head, and you poof, fall on the ground, unconscious.
I'm gonna
Healer.
immediately run over to him. I guess the first thing I do is try and go through his bag and see if I can find anything that I could use to help him.
I have plenty of med kits.
Okay.
I mean,
You
Ricky, how
can.
to use it.
Does Ricky? Are you proficient in the medicine skill?
Oh no.
You should perhaps get someone who can help.
Okay, so I'm gonna frantically look, not find anything, and then if I can, I would like to throw this little tabaxi on my shoulder and just run back to the other to the Brahma, and I'm just gonna be screaming, Joe, Joe.
Ash, I need you to
You're
roll me a death
SOS
saving
again?
throw.
What? Sorry. What? What's going
Oh
on?
my god. Richard stands up like, what the? Oh god!
What's happening? She's gonna pop her head out of
Where?
the Brahma.
I'll just roll d20.
Just roll a d20.
It's okay, I'm just
Amazing.
running out of air.
What a comedy of
I
errors.
fail.
You fail.
God.
Joe
Ricky
pops her head
runs.
out. What does she see?
You see Ricky running towards your Brahma with an unconscious Ash with blood
Oh,
just
shit.
dripping down the back of his head over her shoulder.
What the fuck happened? I thought all the undead
I
were
didn't mean
dead.
to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
I was bring him here. I have to touch him.
Okay, I'll run over.
As soon as
Ash,
he's within touch range, I'm gonna give
Hold
him
on.
cure wounds.
I need one more death save right before that cure wounds.
You
Dear
If I
god.
die-
Don't roll in that one.
Well, you know,
You have a reroll because you gave the.
I do.
You
Oh.
succeed.
I
You're
passed.
fine. You're fine.
Joe, you cast cure wounds?
Yeah, I pet the kitty and I bop a cure wounds into him.
Okay, roll your cure wounds. Ash, you awaken with the worst headache you've had in a while. There is a lump on the back of your head that you feel like could lift you. Your helmet doesn't fit anymore.
Ouch. What the fuck happened?
Did we get
Ash,
the guy out?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's really hard to get that door open.
Okay, I'm gonna stay over here.
You're telling me that you did this, Ricky?
No, I was trying to get the door open. I don't.
So
I
there's
think it's the
still
other
a
Brahma.
potentially dying person inside the Brahma?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna,
give me
like,
give me the fucking cat. You go open the Brahma.
Yeah, I'm like, kind of like dejectedly pick up my like axe and walk
I'm-
back over to that Brahma by myself. Like Charlie
I'm,
Brown,
uh,
like drag it behind me.
Do I have
Richard
air
will-
in this Brahma now that you cut all the power to it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you still have air.
You've got like at least a
Okay.
couple hours there and there.
Joe,
You can fit 5 people. What?
Joe.
What?
Richard will go.
I'm at the backseat.
Isn't that just like a
That's
cat
it.
that stands on 2 legs?
So between the surgery and this, the Ashes used 2 of their 9 lives.
Yeah.
Make a note.
Richard will come along with you, Ricky, and go, you want me to try to pop the lock on the hatch?
It doesn't. It's no longer.
It's just out of shape.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
bad then.
Richard will get over there and go, I mean, I could just pop the... No, I can't.
I think you just need to get out of here.
Just stand back like 20 feet.
Take a nice big step backwards.
Roll an
Alright,
attack.
as soon as he's out of the way.
Class, remember when you said you thought you were going to be first for death? Don't worry, you'll be second.
You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Much better. Much better.
Aw.
What?
You fail to do enough damage to the hatch to make it open.
I'm having a great time.
Richard takes
What?
another step backwards.
One of these days we'll get to Dooch's new character.
Don't
One of
believe
these
me.
days.
You'll find a new person on the road.
Keep
Don't worry.
hacking.
That's fine.
You hit
Yep.
the AC. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You
One.
deal 1 more damage to the hatch. It has 5 hit points left. Go ahead and roll another attack.
Let's go, Ricky.
You're gonna have to give some exhaustion levels.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh.
Okay.
You need to rage, bro.
Roll me a
I know,
D8.
Reckless
You're gonna start
attack.
raging
Yeah,
out
you
of just
can
pure
reckless.
frustration.
You can reckless without raging.
You don't
Oh,
have to
can I?
rage to reckless. Roll me a D8, please.
Okay.
See if it bounces off and hits Richard in the face.
No, it does something else.
Flies out of the hands.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Guys, I don't think my new character is worth this.
Believe it, we'll find
Roll me
out.
roll me a deck save.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You get advantage
set,
if you can see it.
It's
You
not.
set off one
It's,
of the.
there's
the
no
things.
advantage here.
Okay.
No, it has no power.
Oh my god.
Okay, you fall prone. As Ricky swings at it, the axe bounces off and nearly hits you in the leg. You manage to dodge it just enough, but your foot just slips as it was caught on the underside of the Brahma, and you just fall backward onto your back.
You
Yeah,
want any help? Like a crowbar or?
Do you have a crowbar?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. I would probably rage at this point, even though I don't need to. But I'm like angry and
I
embarrassed.
don't know.
at
I
this
feel like you
point.
might need to.
So I'm gonna rage. My claws are gonna come out, and I will just recklessly attack this
Okay.
Brahma door.
I love this.
Go ahead, roll an
Scare
attack
the
and
shit out of the
damage.
guy on the inside.
One of the most appropriate rages I've ever experienced.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Roll me a D8.
A 3 and a 4.
Richard takes
I
another
think
step back.
Tears streaming down my face as I like almost killed my friend.
Roll me a D100. Oh, that's an
my
8.
goodness.
That's going to be something significant. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Guys, I really.
That's like, I don't want to be
Sorry,
rescued by
okay.
these guys. They can't open a door.
The Brahma fucking explodes.
11.
I'm having a great time though.
Yeah, I am too.
You're so, just the frustration takes over. And you suffer the effects of the confusion spell for 1 round. I need you to roll me a D8.
Full rage.
I mean, this
No
kind of
thoughts,
makes
only
sense.
anger.
This kind of makes sense. Ricky saw Razgar get killed, so
And almost
you know.
killed Ash.
Yeah. I'll just kill Ash.
You just stand there. You don't take any actions for a whole turn. You just... This hatch has denied you so brutally.
Yeah.
That's
you
what
knew-
happens.
If you knew Serisian Morse code, you would hear everything okay out there. Tap 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 tap.
The tapping probably isn't
Take a
helping.
deep breath. Try again.
So I think that means since I took no damage and caused no damage, my
Yes,
rage
your
goes
rage
away.
ends. You stop
So-
for a second and
I
you're
thought you have
confused.
to make an attack. Oh, that's right. You're
For a
right, never
whole
mind.
turn,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ricky just stood there with axe in hand, just just confused.
So I come to and I can still recklessly attack. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. You just
Yeah,
Can I do
so-
something from in here?
you can't see anything.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, can I
it's
like
pitch
Eldritch
darkness.
Blast?
It's so dark vision doesn't help in
Yeah.
pitch blackness. You
There you
can't
go.
see
Good.
shit. 24 certainly hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You need to deal 5 damage.
Oh, thank
You do it.
Yeah.
You swing it, this time with a sideways swing, and the great axe cuts clean through the hinge, and the hatch spins off into the distance. And you can now see out. You see a barbarian that looks extremely angry.
You see this like barbarian with like tears streaming down my face. Like the great axe just like ready for whoever is gonna come out.
You see,
Richard goes, great job, Keith!
Thank you.
And he takes another step back.
How far away are you now?
he's at the Brahma.
So it's been right this whole time.
25 feet away.
Go ahead and
So,
describe
like,
your
tears
character,
streaming
Duke.
down my face. I'm just gonna be like, who's in there?
So what you see is slowly will pop out is you will see a hobgoblin. His name is Zed. His red skin, very dashing looks, well kept, long brown hair, very chiseled face. He has a beard that comes down into a tied together, almost like a wizard thing. He has a Serisian duster on with what looks like a military issued breastplate, and as he pops his head out, you guys, Serisian guard. Ugh. And he looks visibly hurt.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, yes, but my great axe is gonna be like right up
Yeah,
at his
whoa,
head
whoa,
if that's
whoa.
what's come up.
I'm royal guard too. And you'll see as he gets like kind of pops his head out of this hatch, he's looking around, not at you guys really, but looking back where he fell and on the cliff and everything, looking up and any other survivors.
What? No, we've lost people. I mean, if
We
you're-
lost
you didn't even know
someone?
you were there.
I'm gonna get out of the tank, and
We'll talk
without
about it later.
Who? What? Hold on. I saw Joe. Richard's like piecing it together because Joe stuck out, and then Ash and Ricky were out here.
More
Odd.
tears.
I really don't want to be rude here. I need to see if any of my people are still alive. We got ambushed. It was not good. And he
Yeah,
you see him try to lift himself out of the tank, and he's like wincing, and he's really hurt right now. He's gonna get up
I'll like offer an arm down to
Yeah.
like help you out.
and grab it.
Yeah, climbing out of the hatch sideways is not easy. In order to do
Nah.
this, I'm going to require an athletics check. But you have advantage because Ricky's helping you.
Good old -2, baby.
Oh God.
Oh, that's good. That's as good as it's ever gonna get.
You could get one better.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. With a 17, simple enough. Ricky's help makes this easy. And while it hurts, you manage to climb out of the sideways hatch.
Is anyone alive over there? Joe calls from the other
Yeah.
Brahma.
Yeah, I'm here. I appreciate the help. I need to see if any of my squadrons are squad mates are alive.
Joe's gonna pop out and head over because she figures she's the only healer who isn't half dead right now.
Yeah. Richard, as you do
Yeah.
that, is just like, is everyone alive over here?
No,
D-
Was
sorry, we
anyone
lost
gonna
Razgar.
help
We're gonna
me?
cover that. We lost Razgar. We're gonna cover it when we get all back together. He's dead in the Brahma.
But don't worry, we stabbed him in the heart. He needs your help, Joe.
Yeah, I'm
One
coming.
step back from Ricky. After
And
that
then
comment?
No, no, he had to
I'll
be
turn
stabbed in the heart.
You did. Okay. Before
I'll turn to
after
Zed and just
that.
be like, you don't look like you're doing very well.
Uh-uh.
I'll go look. Where do you want me to go look? Where do you think they are?
I just need to see. We came crashing off that hill last minute. We got ambushed by the assassin and a couple of the goonies. Where
Well,
are
we
they?
at least got them.
I look around. I see some of the bodies.
Yep. You also see toward the tree the bodies of your squad mates.
He's gonna go over, not saying a word. He's gonna kneel down and go to each and every body and take, I guess, what the equivalent of a letter and a dog tag, I guess.
Yep.
He's
Personal
going
affix.
to. Yeah, he's gonna put their bodies kind of together, arms over, in a good position, close their eyes, and he will stab a dagger into each one of their hearts. Methodically, say a couple words in between, nothing out loud, but almost just like ritually per squad mate. He's gonna go through that process. It'll take a couple minutes.
The third one, before you managed to stab the dagger to the heart, you saw it begin to stir. But you know it's already dead.
As he does it, he kind of puts his hand over that one's head, like fingers over the eyes, and kind of holds the head down. And as he does, you see some hurt in his eyes as he does this, and he drives it through. And on this one in particular, he kind of sits there for a little bit longer than he did with the dagger in his heart on that one. Pulls it out, and he's on. Collects all the important tags and letters throughout the bodies.
Okay.
Joe will watch this happen, and when he seems about done, she says, I appreciate what you're trying to do for your teammates, but if you don't want to join them, you should let me have a look at you.
Yeah.
Come here.
It's not good. He'll kind of try to stand up straight, and you can kind of see he's having some trouble, like broken ribs or something throughout it. Just trying to look proud. Any help is greatly appreciated.
He will cast Cure Wounds on him as well.
Roll it.
Ooh, baby.
8 back to you. And she
Yeah.
will say, we lost someone in that fight just now, so I get it.
I'm surprised. Surprised there was only one by that fucking assassin. I haven't encountered somebody like that. Not through their army.
Me neither. Come on, let's introduce you to the rest of the group and get our shit together. I don't even know if Richard has the whole story on Razgar yet.
That the one you lost.
Yes.
My condolences. I'll kind of offer or ask, like, kind of put an arm around him, kind of walk with him.
Yeah.
Richard is a little bit in disbelief talking to Ash. Essentially just like, "Oh, he was in the Brahma, wasn't he? How did he? What happened?"
He was outside the Brahma when he went down. I couldn't get to him in time.
Rich will just put an arm on Ash's shoulder. Just be like, alright. Fuck. Then he just
Yes.
kind of...
Yes. Fuck.
He just kind of stares off into the quiet in his tinnitus acts up and his ears start ringing.
We should get all these bodies together and burn them.
Rich stares off into the distance for maybe a couple extra seconds than he should have, almost like just before you would repeat what you said to get him, and he goes, yeah, sorry. Yeah, we should get the bodies.
Anything I can do to help, I'll be glad. I owe you guys my life. That was no joke of a hit squad.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Feels like
what time of day is it right now?
Afternoon. Early afternoon. Like 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
All right.
He's gonna slowly and surely kind of help get the body. What did you want to do? Get the bodies together for something? Undead?
Yeah, we're gonna burn them so they don't come back.
Gotcha. You just let me know where, and I'll do my best.
Yeah, Rich will just grab one and start dragging. I guess go for mushroom area over here, I guess.
Sure. You don't have to roll for this. You work together and you gather the bodies together to burn them. It just takes time.
I am gonna make sure Razgar is separate.
Mm-hmm.
He's too good for these.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna put Razgar with your squad mates.
Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna leave that under the tree.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna see if there's anything else. Looks like you got the crystals, but I'm gonna see if there's anything else salvageable off this Brahma.
I'll come with you. Who are you?
Name's Zed, and I owe you folks my life.
I'm Ash. How do you look, health wise?
After the heal she gave me, he's looking under half health, but he's looking better.
Well, before we got this Brahma, let me look over you. I'm Physiker.
I'll take it.
Sit down. Put your back against the Brahma.
Yep. He kind of just slowly slides down it. He looks very defeated right now.
And he'll go ahead and do combat medic. Just to see if he can get you up to full. I'll take his time.
Okay, roll it.
18 is 18.
You go for 18.
Pretty much full, yeah.
All right, so the two of you are going to look over the wrecked Brahma.
So, I am proficient with Tinkerer's tools and land vehicles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been in the Serisian Guard for quite some time now, so I would assume if there is anything salvageable, I might be able to...
Both of you can roll an Arcana check, and
Okay.
you've been traveling in this one for a while. You remember its name is the Rumbleback.
The Rumbleback. Not a great roll, but... Same thing.
I'll use my point of inspiration. We need to get this our Brahma back up and running.
Okay, go ahead and roll it again.
Or better, much better.
Nice.
24. All right. So between the two of you, there are plenty of armor plates that are on this Brahma that are not on the side that it fell on, that are perfectly intact and would be perfectly suitable to install onto Brahma 19, and would be able to get Brahma 19's maximum hit points higher than where they are right now.
Okay.
Roughly how long would that take?
Depends on the rolls.
Okay.
The rest of the day.
If he rolls poorly, the rest of the day. If he rolls well, a couple hours. There's
maybe we
also,
can get-
you find in the hold compartment within the gunner cabin in the Brahma, you find 3 canister shells.
What do those do?
Out to 120 feet in a line 15 foot wide. It'll deal the damage to all targets within that range.
Dude, it's a Hadouken.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
It does
These-
require a
these will be
deck
good.
save on their part, but it does a lot of damage.
If all the bodies are
unmute.
together, they'll call over to the rest of the group. Hey, I think all hands on deck to see if we can salvage what we can from this. I'll
Quick
point
question.
out. Yes.
Did we go through Razgar's stuff to see if he had any final words?
If you want to check, you can.
I will. I'll go through his robes.
Roll an investigation.
I need this as a clarifier once and for all. Do we have dog tags? Or some
Yes.
sort of ID? Like, is it like a necklace?
Typically, sometimes it depends on the creature. They might be as a bracelet or as a
Okay.
belt tie, but there is a metal, basically object that keeps your name and information where you're from on it.
Okay. So, you said an investigation?
Yes.
Okay, decent. 18.
Okay. You find quite a few things.
Oh shit. Hey, we almost buried those.
You want me to read off?
I got it.
Okay.
You find a cloak of protection. You find
Oh,
a
shit.
dagger. You find a diamond worth 50 gold pieces. You find a couple of books. You find some very damaged clothes.
Oh yeah.
I leave those on him. I don't want to bury him nude.
You also find a dagger.
2 daggers? Or are you repeating the same dagger? 2 daggers.
2 daggers.
Second dagger.
And purging rod.
Purging rod?
Yeah,
Are
we
there
found it
any...
during
Or
the
did
other
she not
encounter.
find though? I'm sorry.
She
I
found
didn't
this.
mean to overcome. Okay.
Did I find like a letter to home? Any written?
Nope.
What does his dog tag say?
I would assume it says. So what would a dog tag typically say? Name, your bat, whatever.
Name
their
and place of
ID.
origin, basically. Where
What you
someone might
identify
find your
as
next
home.
of kin.
Hold up. I gotta look at the map.
Where am I
I believe
from?
it would say Drake's Shore.
Yeah, yeah, most likely. It wouldn't say the actual city name.
Does it
that
have a
he is from.
surname?
No.
Like Razgar the Blank?
Rascamarius.
It would say,
The third.
yeah, it would basically say Razgar. Just Drake's Shore and then Shrine of the Opals.
Shrine
Yeah.
of the Opals. Okay.
Which doesn't mean anything to you,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but Joe is having a little brain tickle where she's like, Shrine of the Opals, now I have this opal that talks.
It's adding up.
Uh-huh. And so she would take those things off of him and allow him to be buried now that she
Okay.
has them.
Well, we're burning, not burying.
Sorry. Burning. I didn't mean to say that weird, I just stumbled over my words.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Is there anything else anybody else is doing?
I'm helping out with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm dragging bodies, I'll take like a. I'm not like digging through them, but I'll take like a casual look if I see anything like on their waist or like a weapon that one of them carries that looks like interesting.
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
Weapon?
They're not using them anymore, you might as well loot them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna roll good on this investigation.
You
Oh,
rolled a
whatever
99.
99. 18.
You, on the belt of one of them, you find a pepper box, a pistol.
Nice.
Around the chest of another, it's not the sort of typical armor that you are used to seeing. It looks darker. You find an adamantine breastplate.
toss that under our barb. No, they don't wear armor.
They
JK.
can.
I wear medium armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's medium armor.
I wear a breastplate.
I wear a breastplate as well.
I wear a breastplate as well.
Does it fit a small
I just wear breasts.
vacuum, is the question.
It's well, it's magical,
No, it's
right? I mean,
No,
oh
adamantine's a material. Yeah.
no,
If it was a +1 adamantine, yeah, it would be magical, but it's not.
It was on a medium-sized creature, so I'm afraid it would not fit Ash.
okay.
Well, I can't use it, so
Well,
you two can fight
Zed,
over it.
Zed or barbarian.
We can sort that out later. We got a little more pressing business.
That's what you
And-
find.
There's no weapon on the assassin?
There is a weapon, yes.
Okay.
It's a strange flail-like mace with barbs along the chain.
I use a flail.
Do you pick it up?
No, I don't even know about it yet. It's still behind the Brahma 19, isn't it? Because that's where she died.
The bodies were dragged to the center.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Gotcha. Oof, that's a good question. Do I pick it up?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna contemplate it in his mind. He knows the chaos that it potentially could bring. It just gets that weird feeling. And I think ultimately knowing that this is the weapon that killed a couple of his squadrons, take it.
You do not take it. Okay. Noted. All right. The salvaging operation on the Brahma will take time. And Ash, I assume you're leading the charge on that.
Yeah. Hopefully, with the help of everybody and him directing the work, things can go a little quicker than
Joe?
anticipated.
Is posted up on a rock for a high vantage point to keep watch while they work. So they're not
Okay.
surprised.
Okay. That's good. Actually,
Roll me a
yeah.
perception, Joe.
We bring the Brahma over to this little.
Yeah, you
little-
can drive it.
little gully.
Nice. I rolled a 21.
Noted.
She's just watching.
Right over all the bodies.
All the bodies just.
Richard tumbles out of the way.
Fuck.
Ash, roll me an Arcana with advantage. Ricky, roll me Athletics. Zed, roll me Arcana. And lastly, I need a Perception from
baby.
Richard.
From Richard?
Yes.
We rolled phenomenal.
What is this weird dice?
I don't know. I saw it in
Alien
there.
language.
It's hold on. I think it was called like DM dice or something. It has like 99 death, like rocks fall.
That's funny.
But it came, it's apparently a 13.
It's only the it's only the D20. One of the sides says TPK.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's like 4 different skulls.
I don't think I should use that dice. Okay.
27 on Arcana.
23. And
With your group effort, as all of you are working together to try and salvage this Brahma, you find some more ammunition. Not canister shot, but you find some more standard shells for the gun. You find enough armor that is in good shape to increase the maximum hit points of your Brahma to by 50, not 2.
do we get any hit points with it? Or
That's just, you just need to do repairs.
Okay.
Now that you have parts, you can repair the Brahma up to its full health. It's still going to be missing one of the crystals. It is still not going to be able to move at the rated full speed because, unfortunately, the earth slab on this fallen Brahma is crumbled. It's completely useless. I think, let me roll a D100 to see if you also...
and we installed the new crystal, so we're just missing 1 in total.
You have 5 out of 6 crystals right now.
Cool.
I thought we salvaged all three of them. One of them was just cracked.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use that one.
Ideally.
I'm gonna outfit the 2 working crystals, not the crack crystal, onto Razgar's Revenge, the R&R.
Okay.
R&R. We paint it in Razgar's blood.
Oh, we
Okay,
haven't talked about that
15.
character yet.
No.
So Brahma 19.
You also, with those high arcana rolls, you managed to salvage a small device that, Ash, you know what it is. It's round. It looks like a dish, and you know that it's supposed to go inside of the Brahma. You can't remember what it's called, but you know that it gives people within the Brahma basically magical resistance.
Oh. Oh, this is really good. Everybody in the Brahma will get some sort of resistance now with this thing installed. So I will install it.
Yeah.
It works wonders.
We didn't have one.
Zed, you know that was called the Arcanic Nullifier.
That's the Arcanic Nullifier. I had to pull quite a few favors to get that installed, so it's mine.
Favors, huh?
Also, hey Gunner,
Yeah.
you'll like these, and he'll present the 3 canisters.
Yeah. They're basically giant shotgun shells.
Those things will do some work.
Dope crowd control.
Sure, none of your people are around it. That thing has a splash.
It does not pick
Is-
targets, unfortunately. If you're within the raid, it will hit everything in front of it.
Yeah.
Do we also salvage the daylight crystal?
Oh,
No.
good call
Okay.
though. Forgot about that.
Sorry. It is destroyed.
All good. Well, we can work on repairs while the bodies burn.
Yeah. I will offer the pepper box I found to anyone who wants it, because I already have one.
I've got my own forte.
Okay.
Appreciate
I-
it though.
Guess for
Wait.
now, I will store it in the Brahma.
Yeah.
Make a note, you have a spare pepper box pistol.
In case you not one.
Put it in the glove box.
Yeah, in case I blow it up.
It could happen.
Oh yeah. While we're kind of working,
I needed you 100.
I'll do it.
Come on, Zed. Break us in.
I got this.
Ooh.
Pretty
Sparkly.
Yeah.
Brahma, 19.
Brahma 19.
Joe, as you are sitting up on your perch and keeping a lookout, there's no sign of movement. Your field of view, you feel comfortable to say that there are no hostiles approaching. It begins to ring.
They have a little panic.
So while we're kind of working, I'm gonna just kind of say to whoever's around me. So where they got your squadron headed to?
We're en route to Stonefield.
We're. I was actually we had just departed from there about a couple weeks ago on patrol. I know
Fancy
it's a
going
little-
back?
I'll take any help I can. I'm a stranded man without a squad right now. Take anything I can get at this moment, and y'all seem more than capable as you took out that assassin.
Unless it's involving doors.
Yeah, I was a little worried for a second. No, stuck in there. Lights went off. Got a little dark. Didn't sound too good.
I point out that it is just as difficult for enemies to open the hatch as it is for you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Very good to know. I'll be honest. We got ambushed. That assassin took the two off the back pretty much instantly. By the time we noticed, we were surrounded. Tried making a getaway. Got taken off the cliff, and we fought as best we could, but she just went through us like butter, and I did a last-ditch effort. Being the lone soldier left, I went back in that Brahma. They almost got through. I owe you folks my life.
Well, glad we could be here.
Good time. Take what I can get. Lucky man. I was gonna say I heard people slipping in the storm, but I guess if it was muffled, I didn't hear that.
You just heard thumps.
You would
the
have
occasional
heard.
thump.
Yeah. You also would have heard sleet on the armor of the Brahma, which would have sounded very bizarre.
Yeah. What was that? I heard like a storm, like a sleet storm. Around. Is that one of you?
Ash will look over at Razgar's body.
Take notice to that, and he went out fighting.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I need another Arcana check from you, Ash.
Advantage or no?
Yep. You have assistance.
Yeah, I'm helping him out.
Alright, 19.
Okay. You continue repairs. At this rate, you think they will be finished, and you'll have the Brahma up to as good as you can get it in 4 hours.
We're spending the
Alright,
night
this
here,
is-
guys.
We wanna maybe tuck it back in that conclave a little bit. We kinda did just light a beacon fire.
So yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say, that smoke can probably be seen from pretty far. I know we are down in the valley.
I'll help work get it done as quickly as possible.
This
In
is
4
going to take
hours.
some time.
What time does it look like it'll be?
Maybe 5:30 in the evening.
We should get it up and running as fast as possible, then get out of here. Just
It's
put some
already
moving up.
moving. You could just leave with the parts.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think we should sit here when there's a visual sign that points to us for any curious onlookers.
Okay.
A little bit of cover somewhere else, and I'll get to
Maybe
hard
another
work.
den.
I can do these repairs elsewhere, or we can. And, Ricky, I'm just fine. Don't worry yourself. It happens.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like nod at you and kind of like hang my head.
Oh.
Alright, well, I guess Ash will try and climb into the driver's seat and wait for everybody to mount up.
Zed's gonna kind of wait to see what position is left, if any. He doesn't mind. He's just
As
whatever.
Joe gets in the Brahma, she looks at him and says, Radgar hung on the outside.
I got some big shoes to fill. Oh.
How tall was Razgar?
He was a Dragonborn, so he was pretty tall, but he wasn't like...
Yeah, 6'2", maybe.
How
Yeah.
tall is Zed?
Just under 6.
Be like, not that big.
Yep.
I
guess-
was speaking in metaphor, but okay.
Very literal. Gets in the Brahma.
Just looks over at Ricky, like kind of like a little, okay. Yeah.
even charisma.
Joe, I need a wisdom save.
Well, all right then. That's a 10.
Can I have that adamantine breastplate? Anybody? Everybody?
It's basically between you and the barb.
Do you want to wear a breastplate? Because I will gladly give it to you if you do.
No, because I have unarmored, right? Like my AC is probably higher without
What's your dex?
+2.
So, if you
What's
wear
your-
the breastplate, your DC will be a 16.
Yeah,
But
so
you'll
I
be
don't want it.
immune. Okay, but you'll be immune to crits. All right. There you go.
Got a spare breastplate if anybody needs it.
Your regular one?
His ratty one, yeah.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Do you want the adamantine one? I'm not here to take nothing from you folks.
Well, Ricky, you use a shield as well, yes?
Yeah, it'll bump me up 1. But you said, so I'll take it,
So yeah,
Can't use the
breastplate
shield
depending on
is
what it does for you.
if your dex is +2, so the breastplate is a 14 plus dex.
Your great axe is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, you can't use the shield in 2-hand.
Oh,
I'll do whatever. I don't mind. I already got it, but if it's not going away, you don't gotta let it go to waste.
You
Yeah,
can.
you take it. It's good.
Okay.
Keep in mind, somebody can get the cloak of protection off Radgar.
I'm covering that. Don't step on my toes.
Oh,
I haven't gotten to a point where I could have a verbal conversation about it. So just
Oh,
forget that it exists. I
No
remembered.
problem. I was just throwing it in the ether.
Joe has it stuffed in her bag, and nobody else needs to know about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I have a plan.
Yeah, no problem.
I am anything but worried. Maybe slightly amused.
Echo knows better than everybody that I'm benevolent.
Okay. You move on. Everyone piles into the Brahma. Zed and Ricky are hanging on the outside, off of the hang bars, and the Brahma moves on. Did you install the new crystals, or are you still running on 3?
no, we install the new crystals
Okay.
first before.
Noted. As the Brahma moves, it moves smooth. Zed, you notice it does not move as smooth as the Rumbleback did. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Keep his comments to himself.
That
It's
might
probably
be.
for the best.
Yeah, that might be for the best. You notice as you're leaving, there is a fork. Which way do you go?
Joe's gonna take a look out, see what corresponds best with the direction they're trying to go.
Do I remember this from our trip from?
No, you were above it.
Okay.
You were on the road,
Gotcha.
and you had to dodge the ambush, and found
Got it.
yourself tumbling down here. So,
That make
Joe, roll me a survival check.
4.
24. Well, you're not on the road anymore. This fork, either way, could one of them head southwest, the other one heads southeast. Southeast is more directly in the direction of where you're trying of Stonefield, where you're trying to go. But there's no guarantee that this fork and this valley stays going that direction, or that it's not a
Joe?
dead end.
Can Joe hop out of the Brahma? Just give me a sec, and look at just the foot traffic on these paths to see kind of if there's anything recently that's passed through here, the type of traffic that would be.
Roll me a. I guess this would be a nature check.
I don't know,
Because you're
survival.
not looking for tracks. There's no tracks.
Okay.
a very clever idea. Though.
Pretty good. Oh, phew, I only ended up with +2, so that worked out. 18.
18. On the southeastern path, you see the ripples of water lines. Where it's clear water has passed down this way. That makes you believe that at some point this probably turns up toward the mountains.
And that's not where we're heading?
No,
Okay, then it's the other one.
probably.
Then that's the one. She hops back in and says, alright, head this way, Ash.
All
So,
right.
Southwestern Fork it is. I'm going to pull all of you over to the Gestured Coast map. I see a few of you already loitering here.
Bracken. Can I mark
fine.
on this map Razgar's grave?
Yes.
Or resting place?
Oh, this is. Did we move? We moved north and then we went
You
into
were
the
up.
valley.
You were up here.
Okay.
That's as far as it got, basically.
This gestured coast map is canonically Joe's map that she's been marking down, so she would have put Razgar's final resting place on the map too.
Noted. I will create a marker for it.
It definitely takes me some effort to not go sing Secret Tunnel every time I see that on the map.
Stop it.
I get it.
The FOS monolith.
The fuck our shit monolith.
Followers of the star.
No, I like his better.
Fuck our shit.
They did. To be fair, the Followers of the Storm did in fact fuck our shit last session.
I did.
Yeah.
I mostly fucked Razgar's shit, but that's
Yeah, I was gonna say mostly my shit, but yeah.
There was not a lack of shit being fucked, at least on myself
True,
and Ash's
true,
memory
true.
serves.
Do we get short rest while in the Brahma?
Yeah, you can take a short rest while you're moving.
Okay.
As the Brahma is driving, the valley, you notice that the gradient begins to rise. Takes a while. It's maybe like a 2 or 3 degree incline. But eventually, you crest. And you're looking out over the plains and you see the road maybe a quarter of a mile to your right, down the hill.
Okay.
I'd like a perception check from our spotter, please, and also both people hanging on the outside.
Do I get advantage because my thingy?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Perception. 21.
Roll me a D100.
Ricky, you didn't roll.
Yeah, Ricky, I need a perception from you.
Oh, sorry.
A lucky 19. Oh, never mind.
Okay, Ricky, you're busy. Doing something.
Thinking about your dead friend.
Yikes. Okay. With a 19 on the D100, as it was the first one. That is weird music to suddenly appear. That is not what I wanted to happen. One moment, please. There we go. Suddenly, as you all are traveling, the sending box in the center of Brahma 19 sparks. And you hear, Brahma 19, come in, Brahma 19, please. This is HQ.
I hope you got your jug.
I do. I haven't returned it to the farm yet. I live in Maine, people. There are farms and mountains and trails everywhere. Speaking of, it was full of lemonade because I like lemons.
Because you like lemons, I hear. Okay.
Yeah, this is Brahma 19. What's going on? Over.
We lost contact with a squad dusker around your area. Any news, any response would be helpful. Out.
Were you talking? I know you mentioned it to, I think, Joe, did you mention it to like the whole group that you were Squad Duster?
That was my squad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said it.
Okay.
Yeah, we found their Brahma overturned and under attack. We managed to pick up one of them. There were no other survivors. Over.
There is a long pause.
Affirmative. Which one did you collect? Over.
The one we found and didn't collect, like a person, is his name is Zed.
Roger that. One moment, please.
And there's like a long pause. And then finally it comes back and you hear,
Good news, Brahma 19. Your orders have changed.
To what? Over.
It's now necessary that you handle the orders that Squad Duster was handling. You are nearby a settlement, Duskenvale. Have you heard of the hamlet Duskenvale?
Have I heard of the hamlet Duskenvale?
Duskenvale?
yes.
Have I?
You can roll history. Anybody who wants to.
I'm assuming I know the orders, but I'm
Yes.
not in the problem.
Joe used to holiday there in the spring.
So you've heard of Duskenvale. It's a very small town. It's basically you trip over it on your way to Stonefield.
Perfect. Your orders, signature-wise, there is a magical item that has been located in Duskenvale. Duskenvale was overrun 3 weeks ago. That magical signature is still there, according to our diviners. Brahma 19 is to go research the area and find that magical signature. Over.
Any description on the item? Over, or even what kind of like magic it would give off?
The
Over?
magical signature is necromancy. It is important that you find it.
And can I get any physical description of the object? Over.
We don't know. Over.
Cool. Over.
Reports say that Zed has magical talents. You can use his abilities. Over.
One sec.
Richard pops the hatch and looks at Zed and go, Zed, Richard, I don't know if we properly introduced ourselves, but
Pleasure to meet you.
apparently we're picking over your old mission, and there's some magic object in Duskenvale that gives off necromantic energies.
They give you as much of a bullshit description as they give us.
They said that Zed can detect magic and that he can handle it.
Definitely can't detect magic. They
Cool.
said that I have magic abilities, that I should have no problem finding it. I don't have a fucking spell that just detects magic. I tried telling them it, but they don't get it. They think all magic wielders could just detect magic. But we can get it done.
Rich goes, I already missed Raskar.
He had detect magic.
Rich pops his head back in the Brahma and goes, Ash, can you detect magic?
Yes, I can. Probably
Awesome.
tomorrow.
How far are we from...
Alright. This is Brahma 19 again. Zed cannot detect magic. I need you to update that. And he said that he told you that before,
In your sheets.
so I need you to update that somewhere. But we've got other ways to detect magic. We'll figure it out, I guess. Thanks.
You hear,
Alright, acknowledged.
A fucking
Over.
pilot.
Hey,
Hangs up fucking military bureaucracy.
Telling them
Taking...
they don't listen.
hey, Richard. Let's give the dead a salute over the radio. 3 short clicks.
Yeah. Do I have anything that clicks? Not
pistol.
Your mouth.
Really. I meant for a prop for Aaron.
Oh.
Not...
Oh.
I can.
The first one came over.
The
We'll
first
take
one.
that.
I think it came over. It probably peaked the mic, and the mic was like, "That's not right." So,
There's a long pause, and then you hear it back.
Aww. I'm sad.
Okay. You know where Tuscanvale is, Joe. It's
Tuscan or Duskin? You gotta be clear with me on this.
Duscanvale.
Thank you. Yes, I know where it is. Alright, I will steer Ash in that direction.
It's up here.
Don't piss him off. I like Joe.
You're the only person in history who likes Joe.
Oh,
Rich tolerates Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's all right.
It's alright. I saved your life, kitty man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Twice. I'm gonna start keeping a sheet. Joe will keep us going until she thinks it's a good time to call it. As far as...
Well, from where you
down.
are, it's maybe an hour to Duscanvale. It's
Oh,
not.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so, I redact that. She'll look at Ash and say, according to the guy who just called in to us, Duscanvale's overrun. It has been for weeks.
Okay.
Which means if it's an
I'm-
hour away, we need to camp further away than right next to it.
I agree. Plus, I'm tapped.
Yeah.
I need the rest.
We're gonna have to take a nap, but that means we have to be smart about where we're bunkering down.
All right. Well, find us a place.
Sure. How about we travel 45 minutes out of that hour and then try to find a place to
Okay.
hole up for the night?
Sure. You begin traveling towards Duscanvale, but not straight to it, and you find that this area is, well, it's not a dry, cracked Badlands Valley. As soon as you head north, you find yourself amongst trees and grass. It's not quite as peaceful as one might hope from meadows and such. It almost gives a sense of foreboding, as you can't quite see perfectly down all the lines as you're moving. The trees block the view from higher up in the hills. And those of you who are hanging on the outside, it almost makes you feel paranoid. I'd like a perception check from both of you.
Ooh, net one.
Yeah, Zed, you're nervous. These trees, they were the same thing that you were ambushed from earlier.
Getting a little bit of flashbacks.
A little bit.
Chaos is
Instead of
over.
Vietnam flashbacks, it's Serisian flashbacks.
Getting a lot of chaos in his mind right now. It's hard to keep thoughts in one trance, and it's jumbling up there.
Ricky, with a 13, you're able to keep your wits about you as you're staring between these trees and looking for any sign of movement. You don't see anything dangerous. You don't see anything close to you. You see out, maybe a good half-mile out up high, up on the hill, you see small collections of undead that are milling about in various random directions. They are mindless. They do not appear to be being controlled. That's pretty common. They don't seem to have noticed you, or if they have, they don't care about you. As Brahma 19 makes its way northwards in the direction of Duscanvale, I need another D100, please.
Someone else can do that.
Yeah, somebody else get it. Go on, get it.
Lemon.
Ooh,
A
baby.
100. Hey, you win.
We'll
You
see
won
what
D&D.
I did it.
Okay. Hold on a second.
All right. Well, while that's happening, I guess Rich will have the hatch open. He's talking to Zed. So Zed, they mentioned, do you have magical capabilities?
I do, and they just anticipate that everybody knows how to detect magic. I
Ah.
explained it in detail. The guy doing the paperwork shook his head at me like I was speaking fucking infernal.
Speak infernal.
Why?
I'm a tiefling.
Yeah.
She like lifts her hat and it does. She has little
Ah.
nubby horns.
Nubbins.
She has
Yeah.
little nubbins.
It
She genuinely looks like a human with her hat on and her cloak on because it hides her tail and horns.
Yeah,
You
she had
It
me
looks good on
fooled for
you.
a while too.
Looks good on you. You don't need to hide it.
I'm
you
not
would
hiding
speak
it.
Inferno.
This is just a real big hat. I got little horns. What?
Looks good on you.
The smallest of horns.
I don't. Stop talking about my horns. She's
I
gonna
know.
duck back into the Brahma.
Look, as the only person here who's just a dude with no magic or crazy technology, or I can't
Ricky's
shoot
just a
fire
dude.
and add a thing. Ricky grows tails and claws.
Oh,
Ricky's mostly just a dude.
If Zed, if you really said, "Oh, I'm just gonna like wave at you from the other side of the Brahma," that will, oh,
I don't know how many just a dudes that grow extra limbs.
no. I do know a little bit of magic in there.
Honestly, I just have a bunch of gadgets that can do stuff. So
Yeah, Ash is the one I've probably got the most in common with, and he does
He's the
science I
cat.
can't even begin to comprehend.
That's what I meant to say.
He's the tabaxi. Let's be respectful.
Same thing. Come on.
it's not the same thing.
When you run, you're on all fours. It's very cute. But you look just like a cat.
I'll be honest. If my cat could perform surgery on me, shit. You do some wonderful things there.
My cat can perform surgery on me is something I need on a t-shirt.
Okay. As it is raining heavily, well,
Looks like I'm staying inside the Brahma.
Because he's a cat.
Ash, you're just proving a point a little bit.
Wet fur does not smell good, and it's
I'm
not
with
hygienic.
I'm with Ash on this one.
Richard says as a hairy grown man.
Yeah, I've got a hat on and I can close the hatch. Good luck, you two.
Least I could do is take watch outside. You guys brought me in.
as the Brahma's making its way along the road, Ash, there's something in the road ahead of it. Something that is just standing there.
Kill it. Don't like that. Too spooky.
Oh,
I can't see shit, Captain.
Shh. Richard, pipe down.
What do you do?
do I know what that is? Is that a weird?
It's a ghost.
Oh,
Does anybody know anything about ghosts?
probably not.
We've all been in the Serisian military for
Yeah,
a
I
minute
mean-
at least.
Yeah, I have. I've been in it for a while. Would I know anything about ghosts? I'm proficient in
Sure.
Arcana.
Roll.
Anybody
Well,
Who
this
can make
is
rolls.
Arcana works, but it doesn't get you as much as religion would. You can roll Arcana.
I'm gonna try Arcana.
I'm
Would
gonna go for
the people who need a
Natural
short
one.
would the people who need a short rest have a short rest at this point?
Yes.
13 religion.
including if we're on the outside of the Brahma.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
now roll a con save for them.
You're all wet.
It's raining heavily.
Oh
my
man, I'm at one, but I already.
I
fucking
also
hit
nat
the
one. Oh,
short
never mind. That's your
rest
con save.
button before. So I gotta figure out what spells I didn't get back. I'll wing it.
Ricky with an 18? Yeah, you take a short rest.
Okay.
So I missed that one. I missed that one. And I missed that one. Okay. I put my spell slots back. I didn't get a short
We
rest.
can roll Arcana for this creature.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural one. I've never seen a ghost. Apparently.
I rolled a 13.
Just
religion.
zombies. Damn. It's a good roll, cat.
He's a smart one.
Ghosts are spirits with unfinished business. Now, unfortunately, with a 22, you know that ghosts are not common. Common's not the right word. But to see one, perhaps the spirit was tormented here. Perhaps something here is cursing it to manifest. Perhaps something is encroaching on its territory. There's lots of reasons for a ghost to appear. None of them great.
All right. This is a ghost, so it has some unfinished business. We don't know what, but we can probably talk to it. Maybe.
And we just keep going?
It's in the middle of the road, Joe.
It's a ghost, Ash. Just go right through it.
I'm not going to be disrespectful.
I'm gonna step down from the.
Okay, but
What did we lose, Ricky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
AJ's thing was doing a buffer and then it dropped, so it's probably an internet connection.
I'm gonna step down off it. Did we stop full stop, Ash?
The Brahma's
yeah.
not moving.
I have full stop. Yeah.
Let me
Also,
see
am I
if
supposed to
there's
be able to
anything
see? Because I see nothing but blackness on this screen.
Oh, you don't have that dark vision, do you?
I do not.
Uh,
If it's because I don't have dark vision, that's fine.
Well, you have the goggles. Well, no, I don't know. Maybe
I,
Ricky
I
has them.
think I handed them to Ricky after my last watch because I've been doing the first watch.
just watch my back. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do. I'm gonna slowly approach it. Oh,
Jesus.
As
Oh.
you
Can't
push
wait for
forward,
Juju's third character.
as the
Yeah.
rain is falling, it's almost like seeing through the mist. You see in the dark past it more ghosts.
we got multiple bogeys. I'm gonna say back to them. So I guess Ricky would hear. And once I just get within range, oh
Stop walking.
I'm gonna
I don't know what's
He didn't
happening.
even
Someone
finish
tell
his
me
Oh
what's
My
happening.
Lanta.
from a distance. Anything I can help you out with?
The ghost turns and looks at you. Roll me a perception.
Oh,
What did you roll, Keysby?
a 13.
100 ghosts.
Sorry. He needed a minute because he had to go make a map of her. Like, my guess.
Yeah. Real quick, let me just make a map. I'll be right back. No. With a 13, the ghost in front of you is hard to make out the details. The rain makes it very difficult to get a clear depiction of what this person was. But ethereally, it looks as though it's a figure in robes, a long cloak. What the heck? Oh, Keysby doesn't have dark vision.
No, I don't.
You're just like, it's wet.
Hold on.
Yeah,
if you're having,
I can
if
see
you're-
the rain animation on myself.
Let me
If
go
you-
ahead and
Ricky, I got off the Brahma to go talk to the ghost, so I just said to you, just watch my back.
there.
Ah!
Oh shit, that's cool. Ah! No!
So before as I get up, I am gonna, like, as soon as I'm still on the tank, or as the Brahma, as I'm coming off, I'm gonna subtle cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
That's why you were the only survivor of your last group. You're the only survivor of this group.
Okay, yeah. So that's on me,
Noted.
Good roll.
and I did subtle cast,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
and I.
as the lights from the Brahma turn on and light is cast out in front of you, you see a lot of ghosts.
Oh man.
They are standing, facing your direction, but not straight at you. Some of them seem to be looking at you. Some of them seem to be looking past you. Many of them appear to be wearing these long robes. Hoods down, but faces, you can't read their features. It's almost as if the features are muted, or it's just the rain.
They respond to me when I said, anything I could help you out with.
No.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back. I'm not getting any response from them. I'm not liking the look of this. Say to Ricky. Make my way back towards the tank.
Should we turn around and make camp back a little bit?
Maybe they'll be gone by
I'm
morning.
not really looking for a fight right now.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like fucking with restless spirits.
No, I agree. It's the last thing I need after today.
Can Joe think back to somewhere they might have seen along their path here? I don't like what you're doing. Stop it. Where they could, like, call it a night.
Roll me a survival check.
I don't know why that got me
No,
so hard.
it is rainy. I am scared.
You can't remember. You're not thinking about it right now.
She's looking at the 8 ghosts in front of them.
That
Like,
you can
she's
see.
waking in her little booties.
That we could see.
What are we gonna do, guys?
I
I
think
don't know
anywhere
anything
but
about
here.
ghosts. Should we just
Anywhere
park
but
it right here?
No, anywhere but here.
Ash,
I really hope Brahmas don't have a backup noise.
They don't. No.
Thank God. If you're walking behind a Brahma, it's your own fault if you get hit.
Okay, so you reverse.
yeah, keeping the light on him.
Once you get beyond 40 feet of them, you no longer see them.
Okay. All right, we'll deal with that later, or go around them. Let's find a spot.
Okay, so you reverse. Yeah, you get to about here, and suddenly it's as though they vanish.
I don't like that at all.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I need
somehow
sleep.
worse.
I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight.
Do you... So, the Brahma shines light, but only in the direction it's facing.
I think you should
Do
kill
you-
that lad. I don't really want to draw any more attention to us.
And as soon as they vanish, I shut it off, and let's go find some place to camp.
Let's just drive back like 15 minutes.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll survival.
Really? That's biblical.
Biblical?
Yes. 2 natural ones in a row. Joe is pissing herself.
Yo, you got something you don't like ghosts?
Just thinking about
Ghost?
Ghosts?
Ruh-roh.
Just
I rolled a
thinking about
natural
the
one.
stranger from the other day.
Yeah. Ooh. No, that would not give me a natural one. So I rolled a natural 1 to know anything about ghosts, and I rolled 2 natural ones in correspondence with these ghosts. Joe is terrified of ghosts. At least with zombies, you can shoot them.
Can't shoot no ghost.
How much is true? Alright, you
All
drive
the thing about how
back.
ghosts can never really be stopped by anything. They just go through it.
We need the proto pack.
We get lost.
You just don't find any place that you feel comfortable camping in. Which I guess
Great,
makes
we're-
sense.
Fucked. It's rainy, and we should just stop.
Yes.
Let's just stop.
Pick the best place that you think.
Right here. She points to
move
the
it.
ground right next to them.
In the middle of the
Okay.
road, or are you...
We
Off to
need
the side. Like, we get
Alright.
like a tree to cover us.
Okay.
Ash rolls his eyes and tries to look for a proper spot.
Roll survival.
Yeah. I was gonna say, she looked like she gave up on my fucking
Okay,
roll.
22.
Fuck.
Yeah, you find a decent spot within a canopy cover to hide the Brahma.
Oh, okay, over there. We're going over there.
That's where I was pointing.
No, you pointed. Whatever.
Just, I
It's been a
trust you.
rough-
It's not like I could see anything anyway.
It's been a
I
rough
go-
day for everybody.
Put
Let's
those
just try and
goggles
get
in.
some sleep.
I go park the Brahma in the canopy and cover.
Okay. Let's go ahead. This map might look a little familiar. It's not exactly the same, but it's close. The thing is that glades, a lot of the time, they look similar. But let me pull Brahma here. Ash,
Gonna be off for us now without
Joe.
Rasgar's down, guys.
Richard,
I'm not looking forward
Ricky.
to it.
Zed. Oh, it is remarkably bright. Why
Or
is
night.
Yes.
what is going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Okay.
Oh, well, at least I can see the map now, and then everyone just disappeared from it because I'm blind as the bat.
Ah, humans.
I can give you
Quaint.
I can give you a small amount of
Oh, it's
vision just so
Fine.
you're not screwed. Hold on.
Do we have tent materials?
Ricky, why is Ricky also blind as a fucking bat? Hold on.
He's also human.
Ricky's also
I'm
a
a
human.
human.
Right, but it shouldn't be like you can't see yourself.
Anything.
I can see. Like I saw the color, like it changed
Well-
from light to dark when you did that.
One of the humans does have a goggles of night.
I think
Oh.
Ricky has them because
Yep,
since I've been
I do.
doing first watch, yeah, I've been because normally I get them for first watch and then I hand them off after.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'll just put those in your pocket, and suddenly you'll have dark vision. Maybe.
Hopefully.
In theory.
Please.
There you go. Should have an effect on you. Come on.
But you need to be wearing them.
Thank you. Yes, she is wearing them. Why isn't it? Okay. One moment, please. Oh. I have to replace Ricky. That's why.
Quick question. Later on, later levels, when artificers get more infusions, is it possible to have multiple goggles of night?
Yeah, you just don't. You don't have one of the other ones.
You can switch
oh.
out your artificer infusions every day when you wake up.
Yeah.
He's
in-
asking
in
if he can
theory-
have more than one of the same one. And
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. You just don't have one of the other ones that you'd normally have.
Right. Okay. I have a bag of holding and goggles of night right now, activated.
Okay. Set yourselves up how you are going to camp. The glade looks like this. This is where you've found camp.
Next
I'm
to the
taking
Brahma.
let me see what I can do. This is something I used to do for my squad, and I'm taking this right out of your playbook, Echo. I'm gonna use mold earth, and I'm gonna make a trench. I want to do part of the trench though, in between, so the Brahma's over it, so there's like a little overhead clearing. Would that work?
Well,
Have to-
okay, so that's interesting. Because the Brahma earth glides, a trench can support it. Because it's magically
Okay.
sitting on the earth. It's not
So, like-
actually applying any weight.
Gotcha. So like 5 feet.
You
a
do
5-foot
know
trench in the middle.
that if for some reason the Brahma stopped having power,
We would be crushed to
it
death.
would just. But what are the chances of that?
He says with his voice growing increasingly high.
I will say that's never happened before. You've never
Okay.
seen it happen, so this is
Yep.
a pretty safe way to do
So-
it.
I'm gonna kind of make a trench to where like halfway under the Brahma, somebody can sit with cover, and maybe like 15 feet. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the Brahma. Like maybe like 10 feet back, 15 feet back, enough if people wanted to hang, like lay in the trench for some cover.
Oh
Sure.
my god, we're in trench warfare.
You sure are.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll sit in your trench, but I'm not sitting under that Brahma.
Eh.
I've already had this my military holds up his pistol. I've already had military hardware randomly fail on me.
You know, I'm
Joe
wrong.
quietly mutters user error under her breath.
Oh,
Yeah, I
maybe
don't know
not.
how to use shitty guns.
Right, sure.
Look,
No.
I didn't get to bring my own like you did.
Oh, you coulda.
They picked me out of a cell.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Look at
If
the rest
no
of
one's
the group,
against
like,
it, I'd go under the Brahma to start like a very small fire so I could make some sort of like meal
Sure.
for everyone.
I'm not gonna complain
No one
about
cares
that.
about smoke. Yeah, so like I'll get out. I'm seeing rain, so I'll get out of like.
Oh
the
yeah,
rain
it's
or whatever's
all
going on.
rain. There, I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna see our smoke.
Yeah, so I'll get under there for like a dry spot, and I'd like to like make a meal.
you can't really see more than 40 feet away from yourselves as it is. So you're pretty sure no one's going to see a smoke cloud that's from a small cook fire. Go ahead and roll me a survival check there, Ricky.
You got to take the feat that gives you cooking tools.
Yeah.
Proficiency in like
On
Natural
natural
20.
20. The best
Uh-huh.
damn stew.
It's damn fine. You make
Well, so what I'd like to do, if possible, I should still have some of the what was that spice called that I found? Let me check my notes. Like
oh,
a
the
pepper
spice
of
from the
some
bar.
sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some long pepper.
Yep.
So if I can use some of that, but what I'd like to do is like any spice that I have that could make this taste somewhat like food and not rations, I'd like to specifically make for Ash. And then I'll go over to Ash and just like hand him the food and be like, I'm really, really sorry about earlier. I hope this
Oh,
helped.
it's no problem, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Richard will give a shout of, Ricky, I think this is your best stew yet.
This is the best goddamn food I've eaten in years, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I'll just kind of look around at the group and I'll be like, well, this is, you know, we can celebrate Asgard and we can celebrate your people too.
What were your companions' names, Zed?
I say 4 names.
Gotcha.
I'm not making
Who
up
were
names. There's
who
people.
were you closest to?
Name
Tell me
number
about your
3.
Tell me about your time together.
Name number 3. He's
All
a
right.
good friend.
Sounds
Dear
like you
friend.
guys had a special relationship.
Name number 3.
Jimmy,
no,
Jimmy
I was,
Bob Thornton.
I've been with the Royal Guard for quite some time now, and this is actually a rather new squadron sent out on this mission. Only known most of them for a couple weeks.
Still hurts.
Yeah, they were good people. They had families. It's gonna hurt having to break the news.
Yeah.
Same.
What about yours?
We've been together a couple months looking at the group to see if that's a reasonable time.
That feels about right.
I knew Razgar for maybe 6-7 months. We picked him up, my squad, my first squad, not the Brahma squad. We picked him up on the road. He was by himself, dirty, hurt.
You just took him in like that? You just enlisted right then and there?
Yes.
Oh.
He seemed kind of confused where he was, and I was able to help him out.
Kind of baffling that a non-Serisian would want to get mixed in up in all this.
He had the purpose.
Yeah.
Do you know what that was? Did he give you any indication in the months you knew him what his purpose here was?
I asked once, and he said not to worry about it, that his intentions were good, and I believed him. So
Can Joe insight check Ash to see if he's holding back any information?
Sure.
I have a -2 to my charisma.
Well, I didn't
cannot
roll
lie.
very well. 12.
That beats my passive.
Are you being honest with me?
I'll roll a persuasion check. How about that?
Still persuasive.
Yeah. I mean, he's being upfront and honest.
Joe leans back, looking a little disappointed, but nods.
Everybody's got a reason for being here.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but it would have been nice to know what the hell Ter Conan was doing in Ceres. In the middle of all this.
That is quite unusual.
Everyone's story is their own. Whether they tell it or not is none of my business.
Like, Richard came for himself, apparently.
I was gonna say, speaking of, what'd they get you all bagged up for?
I was caught in a. Richard kind of stares for a second. A robbery gone wrong.
What end were you? Robber
Not
or
the law.
Robbie?
Not the law-abiding one.
Mm.
You do what you need to make ends meet.
I think there's a city called that somewhere.
Actually, because Ricky's from the same port town where Richard grew up. You can decide whether or not, I guess, if you might have heard about a robbery gone wrong where a cart exploded.
In the local
Killing
paper.
Killing the refugees that were inside.
I mean, given that, yeah, I suppose that probably would have been based on the response that just happened. That's probably some news that got around town.
It would have been on the news sheets, yeah.
Yeah.
So it went wrong, and you ended up in a cell, and then you ended up in the Royal Guard.
Yeah, they were running out of bodies, and I guess they figured it was better to have us die on the fields than die in a box.
Is there a reason you haven't run away yet?
I got nowhere else to be and nowhere else to go.
Amen to that.
I can respect that.
Can I get a D100, please?
I've already rolled one.
I need one more.
I don't know if I'm allowed to roll another one.
Yeah, you rolled a whole bunch of ghosts.
Roll another 100. Come on. Come on now.
46.
One moment.
I suppose you'll be
Alright.
happy to know that I actually volunteered.
Me too. You're not fucking
Me and-
special.
Oh,
Little animosity,
Right.
huh?
7 charisma.
Richard will hold up the soup and go, to our local radiant ball of sunshine, Joe.
I think to like kind of cut the like tension or whatever. I think Ricky will be like, well, I mean, I guess what I remember about Rathsguard as I'm like eating my soup. Yeah, he really liked the cold, and he did really artistic things when he cast his spells.
Yeah, saved
liked
our asses
ice.
a couple times.
Nice.
And then I'll just look down again and just be like, I'll really miss that.
The ice sculptures, yeah. You made a hell of a swan.
One for the
did
Well,
anybody?
pour out a little bit of my soup and for the fallen.
Instead of whiskey, just soup splop.
Oh, you guys remember back at the camp, or back at one of the bases, we had that fucking asshole drill sergeant, and Razgar froze his coffee in the morning?
Hit him right in the face.
Classic Razgar.
Hilarious.
Did anybody pick up his other effects?
God damn
Other-
it! I'm holding on to this for a cute moment. You fuck. Joe just says, "Yeah, I have them."
As you say that, Joe, you hear the sound of like a wet footstep, and then like a whoop, and you hear someone say, "Oh shit!"
Head up. She's popping out of their trench and whipping around with her gun out.
Roll a perception check.
$18.
You don't see where that came from, but you hear the sounds of someone trying to. It sounds like they're struggling to stand up.
She goes towards the wet, mud, squelchy noises,
Okay.
and she's calling, not loudly,
gonna-
but she's like, "Over here," to the rest
gonna-
of them.
Yeah, I'm
You-
gonna follow closely.
Creep out.
Right behind Joe or right next
You
to
see
Joe.
in the center of the glade, there is a halfling.
Just a wet lady.
She looks pretty ragged.
Joe has her rifle out.
Clothes are torn. You see that has a dagger in her hands. There is some blood on her neck and shoulder and arm. And you see that she is looking in all directions nervously. Are you being stealthy?
I mean, it's a group of 4 of us. Are we trying to be stealthy?
That is the question I have asked you.
Richard will
Um,
be stealthy
I don't think Joe is.
because he can't see anything anyway.
I'm gonna look over at you, Joe, and I'm gonna put my hand out to this girl, and now I'm gonna ask you to put that dagger down and let me know what you're doing out here.
She did not seem to know you were there. She jumps at your voice, and then she looks down at the dagger and up at you.
Ain't gonna hurt you.
She is holding the dagger, and you see that. Well, it's a little hard to see from here, as the rain's coming down. She looks like she doesn't trust you. She's holding the dagger.
Two of us.
She's not holding it out toward you. She's holding it down at her side, and seems unwilling to let go of it.
You can hold on to that. I'm just gonna ask you to stay calm and let's work around this. Nobody needs to get hurt now. What are you doing out here? You
She looks around, and then looks back in the direction that you take she probably came from. She shakes her head at you.
someone following you? You hurt?
She nods.
Second
Insight
part?
check.
Yeah.
She a
That's pretty
fucking
cool.
skin beast. I don't know.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Not
I
good
could shoot
for
her
me.
where she stands. 13.
I don't think they were called skin beasts.
I don't know. Ooh, natural 20.
Ash, she's clearly hurt. Her eyes are wide and dilated. It's hard to tell if she's terrified or if something else is going on.
I'm going to sneak up a little bit closer so I can get a better look.
Okay.
Is it,
Hopefully on
is
all
it
fours.
possible any of us would know who this is?
Don't think so.
Okay. That's my notes now.
Stealth.
Yeah, roll stealth.
Pretty good.
A little kitty in the rain.
She doesn't see you. Her passive perception is nowhere close to a 21. She does not see you.
While he's sneaking up, I'm gonna say, "Look, ma'am, We can help you out. We mean you no harm. Just gotta let me know what's going on here. How can I help you?
She sits on the log.
I'm gonna have my hands up like as non-defensive as possible. And I'm just gonna slowly walk up until I see a reaction out of her.
Joe's going with him.
She's not focusing well on you.
Is she looking at something? Like, is she looking south on the map, or?
She's looking in your direction, but she's not focused.
Richard,
do I?
I'm gonna say, Richard, do me a favor. Watch all six. I don't know if she's alone or not.
Ash, roll me a medicine check.
I appreciate the faith, but I need you to know that I can't see more than maybe 10 feet in front of my face.
10 feet of our 6 is well covered.
From here, based on the symptoms you're seeing, this halfling woman, you believe, is likely suffering from several levels of exhaustion.
Oh shit. Okay. Any other discernible? Like, is she Serisian guard? Is she just, or is she
Civilian.
follower of the star?
She's not wearing a uniform. She's not wearing armor of any kind. She's wearing commoner's clothes, and they are
Could be a
ragged.
survivor. Could be a survivor from
Dusk and Vale.
Duskinvale. Yeah, I had to pull up my
Alright,
notes. So I called
He's
it
gonna
right
go
thing.
the rest of the way. Just out
Ooh,
of reach.
I'm a cat.
Okay, when you're within 10 feet, and you're not hiding behind the cover, she sees you. She panics and startles
wait.
back up onto the log.
No, I can help you.
Hold
What?
on. I'm making a dex save at disadvantage.
And you get stabbed and Ash dies.
She falls off the log into the mud.
Aw, but you did, Ash.
Okay. I can help you.
We're just
You-
here to help.
As you're talking to her, she rolls onto her back and holds the dagger out in front of her as if it will ward you away.
All right. Can you speak? He'll use sign language to. Can you speak in this way?
She looks confused. And frightened.
He'll hold up his medical bag. That usually has, like
The red plus on it, or
the
whatever
red-
the Serisian
the red-
equivalent is.
whatever. Would a medic have that kind of symbol on them?
It would have a recognizable symbol, yeah.
Okay. He just kind of shows the bag.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh no.
I assist him
How?
by walking up. Look,
No.
man, we need you. Okay.
That will not help.
Uh-huh. 3.
Oh man.
She scrambles to her feet and tries to limp away and run into the forest.
I cast friends on her.
Okay. Friends gives you an advantage on a charisma check.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all
not
it
gonna
does.
work in this situation.
It doesn't. It's not charm person. It's a cantrip that just makes you a little more likable.
How about this? Joe tackles her.
I'm gonna let her go.
She moves at
Oh.
15 feet around.
I'm gonna get her.
Okay. You tackle her.
Come here, you short little shit.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. Oh, I'm not that strong. Stronger than her, though.
Hold on, I'm rolling acrobatics at disadvantage. Yeah, you tackle her.
I've overwhelmed someone half my size.
She squirms and cries out. And
I got her.
Well,
do you hold her up like a stuffed animal?
Just kind of trying to keep her not like a chokehold, but just to secure her.
Joe, be nice. Be nice.
I literally don't know how to just fix her.
Okay.
She's gonna make an attack at disadvantage on you with
That's
the
okay.
dagger.
I got her. She's
Okay.
fine. She's like, shh.
I
When she
learned
tr-
recently you can disarm in D&D.
Yeah, when she attacks, can I try to disarm her? Try to wriggle the knife out of her hand?
You can try. Does a 16 hit you?
That's my AC.
She manages to stab
Ah,
you.
the little bitch cut me.
She manages to get a cut on your arm, and it deals. It deals 9 points damage.
Oh,
She rolled like max damage.
she nicked my artery. That's more damage than Joe took in that entire fight with the assassins.
It's because you hit an attack.
Oh boy.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do when you have a tank.
Okay.
Ow, fuck, Ash, she cut me. Fix her and make her stop.
All right.
What's
all right.
happening? I can't see.
Should I try to disarm her now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. It's a athletics contest.
God damn it. Not great. Nine.
Simultaneously, I'm gonna try to quick combat medic her.
Okay. You rolled a 9.
Wriggly
She
son of a bitch.
rolled. She rolled a 6.
Yes.
You managed to wrestle the dagger, which is actually a nice dagger, out of her hands, and it falls down into the mud with a.
All right, 15.
You can hear she's trying to speak now that you are in melee with her. Her voice seems to be gone or extremely hoarse, and all you hear her say is, "You won't, you won't, you won't."
It was just mumbling. You just hold fucking still. We're trying to fucking help you.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah, no, she's not very charming. Persuasion. That's 7.
Yeah, she tries to get out of your grasp. You can tell that there's not much left in her muscles.
Walk up. Look, we're with the Royal Guard. We're not here to hurt you. I promise you. If someone is chasing you, we can help you out here, but you gotta let us help. And I'm gonna kind of gesture at Joe, take it easy a little bit. Yo.
Roll me an insight check, Zed, now that you're in melee, and you can see her clearly. Her face is manic. Her eyes are dilated.
Covered in my blood.
Yeah.
She's not focusing on you. She's not focusing on Joe. She's not focusing on Ash or Richard. You don't think she's fighting what she's actually seeing.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm not. Don't mind me. I promise you I will not hurt you, and I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on her. So
That gives me that gives her an opportunity for a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Possessed by a ghost. I know it.
She rolled an 18.
Whatever it is
Suddenly-
to help you get through this.
Suddenly, her eyes clear. She looks startled. She looks at you, holding her, and she stops resisting.
Yo,
Stop resisting.
yo, I got this.
What?
I got this. Sorry, you
Did
got stabbed
Ash
too.
heal her?
Yeah, 15.
She had a lot of cuts, a lot of gouges in her flesh. She's going to need more healing. But you stopped her from being critical, which she was.
In my tussle with her, since I'm in full contact with her, I'm going to use my last spell slot to give her cure wounds as I struggle with her.
Okay.
She gets 9 hit points back from me.
So Ash's 15 is basically just quick ointment on all the more critical areas.
Stop all the bleeding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to emerge and basically triage the really serious injuries. You notice she's not wearing shoes. You notice that around her left wrist there is the ruins of a manacle.
Oh shit. Yeesh.
I'm gonna get. God.
You notice on the dagger that fell to the grass, there is the initials TG.
TG.
That ring bell for anything?
It could possibly ring a bell for Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
History.
No.
A
Unless someone wants to give me advantage. With like an inspo.
Nope. I don't
Oh,
think
no.
anybody has one.
I
don't
have
have
one if my Rasgar ones roll over.
They do.
I was gonna say I have one.
I'm not using
last
it on
session.
Yeah, apparently this isn't important. Joe has no idea.
All right.
Some
She
things
stops
have been
resisting
detailed.
and she just kind of is slack in your hands and she just says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And her voice is gone. It's super hoarse. You can barely hear her.
I'm gonna get down on
what-
one knee and I'm gonna put my duster, like slowly. I'm gonna put my duster around her. Give her a little warmth, I guess.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Have a
Aaron.
surname?
Line. Aaron Line.
Where are you from?
What's with the interrogation? Where are you? Who are you?
Serisian Royal Guard. I'm Ash. That's Joe, the one who's holding you.
Okay.
This is Zed.
I'm really
This-
tired.
I'm rich.
That's Richard. And back over there is Ricky. Would you like some soup?
Yes.
Let's get
But
you a
first,
little.
before we get you soup, where are you from?
She seems hesitant to answer. And so she doesn't.
You're behind enemy lines for us. We don't know where you're from. We don't know who you're with. Are you with Ceres or are you with the enemy?
I'm gonna put a hand over towards Ash, like kind of like insinuating to chill. She got the manacles on. Something was controlling her. Let's give her a little reprieve for right now. I don't know what she's been through.
Okay.
We got-
Richard will quietly say to Zed that we also don't know if whatever's going to control her is still in her.
I'll gladly take watch, and should be my responsibility.
Okay.
It's your responsibility. Like, Joe's gonna heave her up and kind of gesture for Zed to take her.
Put me down.
Put her down.
No.
Put her down.
Ash is gonna start
Fine.
walking back to Ricky.
She doesn't
Drama.
resist, but she looks annoyed.
Joe,
Joe,
put her
you
down.
really want to be holding her if she goes all crazy again?
She already went crazy on my fucking forearm. I'm gonna
Hey,
need
Ricky.
stitches, by the way, for sure.
You got her dagger, right?
Can you
Yeah.
make another bowl?
Keep it. Yeah, keep that shit.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
carrying her, so she's has to move with you.
Richard's wandering around in the dark, only seeing 10 feet. The Brahma was definitely around here somewhere.
You walk right into it.
Over here. Over here.
Oh, hi, Zed.
We got. I'm gonna kind of like escort her over towards the back where there's a little reprieve from the rain, and
I'm French.
yeah, and see if we have any extra. Do we have extra soup for her?
Yeah, I was gonna hang back so everybody didn't leave the Brahma. So if I was overhearing any of that, I would have been like getting soup ready and stuff. Hearing there was like an injured person that we had found.
Sure.
Look at Richard's point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't much.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
I'm just a dude
With a gun.
with a gun and a sword.
So I'll have my duster drapered over her. I'm gonna hand her my canteen of water, and then see if I can get her some soup.
Thanks.
You ain't got to answer no questions right this second. I don't know what you've been through, but I do gotta let you know before we take it down for the night. We gotta make sure we're not in any harm.
Okay, I got her sharp fucking knife.
I'm gonna need to do one thing for you to be here with us. I do need to make sure you got nothing else that can hurt us on you. But I am gonna search you, okay?
Take your time.
Gotcha. I will slowly, without being too intrusive, just make sure
Rit.
that she doesn't have any other daggers.
She
or
doesn't
anything
even
else.
have pants on.
She doesn't have
She's
shit.
got
I'm gonna
nothing.
go to start searching,
Oh.
just kind of see and be like,
Yep,
okay,
you're clear.
okay. I'm gonna take note of the manacles and be like, oh, she's been through some shit.
How tall is she?
4 foot.
Okay, this might be a little small, but you can have some of my clothes here.
She, like,
Huge duster
and then-
over.
I'll give her some pants and some socks and an extra pair of boots.
Itty bitty kitty shoes.
Oh.
she takes them from you, but she is so tired that she basically, like, her arm just, like, slumps them down next to her.
Do you mind if I dress you? I'm a medic. I train to take care of people.
He does good work.
Do whatever you want.
I'll dress her like an
A
orderly.
doll.
Okay. As you are dressing her, one moment, please. Give me another insight check.
like it when the DM
You're
laughs.
all you get is that she's probably at least level 4 exhaustion.
Jesus.
Oof.
Near death. Okay.
She ever
So,
said that it's
She doesn't resist. She doesn't seem to care that what's happening to her. You get the impression that she's been afraid and running for so long that at this point she's given up, and if she were to die, it's whatever.
I'll break out my thieves' tools and attempt to try and get that manacle off of her.
Okay, roll it. Dexterity plus proficiency.
I don't have anything, so this would be +4.
Okay,
I'll just roll a stealth.
that'll do.
That has proficiency. Oh boy.
Joe just kind of watches you struggle, and she's like, "Do you
You-
need help?"
You watch as Ash breaks a pick.
Ugh, I hate that sound.
You want to try?
Sure.
Or
you guys let me know when you want to tag out.
Oh shit, we got a rogue. Yeah, let him do it. I'm actually not
Wrong.
proficient at thieves' tools, but I thought it'd be less sad than your attempt.
Roll a history check there, Richard, as you're looking at these manacles.
I would love to.
You know, they're familiar to
Do I have
him.
advantage on this? Because I definitely.
Player
Player
death.
death.
Sure. You can have
All
advantage on
right.
this.
What great dice. They don't even
Whatever
have
that
numbers.
11.
skull is, yeah.
They look like manacles that you've seen similar kinds to. Roll me a lockpicking check. Give me a dex
Will
plus
do.
A little
proficiency.
bit better.
Goodness gracious.
Dexterity. Whatever that skull is.
18.
It's apparently an 18. Yeah,
Cool.
you pick them.
I just walk over and just give it a good.
They
Definitely know.
they come free.
I have a feeling where I would recognize these from, but
The chain is broken. It's clear that they used to be connected.
yeah.
The chain actually looks remarkably smoothly cut.
Richard looks at her and just very quietly goes, "We're not going to turn you in. You run around here, you're going to be dead. At least wait till the morning." And then just walks back to the group and goes, "Got her out of them."
She's basically like seated against the wall, legs curled up, like she's got her knees up with her elbows, and she just nods. She's trying to like rest her head on her knees to sleep.
We got an area that's a little drier under the Brahma.
I think it don't really matter too much for her at the moment.
She's already out cold.
Yeah.
She's trying to be.
People keep talking to her.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
people keep like
back-
interacting with her, and she's like, "Fuck, stop."
I'm just gonna go into my bag and grab like a blanket out of my sleeping roll and just drape it over her.
Okay.
And you guys want, I can take first watch on it.
Fine.
I'm going to take last watch.
I'll take it with you.
Hold on.
think
Let's go ahead and
You
get.
gotta get the thing.
Need the mat. I've gotta
Watch
have it set up
order.
because I can't remember all this shit.
Oh, the Brahma's gonna take a watch?
It's connected to my token, and I don't know how to disconnect it.
You
I
have to
try and
just
figure that out.
just shift click, hold shift, and then click it, and you'll ungroup your tokens.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Ricky's just carrying the Brahma.
If any of us could do it.
It would be the barb, yeah. Ash, you're taking fourth watch, you said?
Yep.
Since you won't move your token, I'll do it for you.
Sorry.
Lazy son of a gun.
I am looking over my features. Can I, in this space, use one of my magical tinkering objects to emit an odor of lavender? Just
Yes, you can
make
do
it
that.
soothing.
You do that.
You've got great bedside manner.
Yep.
All right. First watch is Zed.
Yep.
Roll me a perception and a D100.
16 and 36.
Roll me a D8.
8.
One moment.
You
Right
let
by
me
you.
know whenever I get my short rest in.
Never.
38. Roll me a D20. No, wait, you already rolled the D8. Never mind.
Yep, 8.
What was your perception? A 16? Okay, never
16,
mind. Don't worry
yeah.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. on
Don't
the
worry
16,
about
okay?
it.
I'm staying pretty focused on her.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some insight on my own and coming up with ideas of what kind of fucking shit she's been through. Feeling some pity, some sympathy, and
Do you try and poke at her to talk to her?
nope.
Okay.
She needs to rest.
Then your watch passes without incident.
Or so I thought. Did I get a short rest then?
Yes.
I'm gonna hope you just trust me to do my little sorcery point conversion to fucking spell slot bullshit.
You can do
honestly.
that as a bonus action.
Yeah, and then I get it back on the short rest. Yeah.
You get your warlock slot back as on a short rest.
So if I ever have to roll hit dice with Bloodwell Vial, I can get sorcery points back.
Mm-hmm.
So occasionally I will, if I have warlock points, I'm going to convert them into sorcery points and convert it into spell slots.
Okay,
I don't have it.
your warlock... Okay, so you have one warlock spell slot. Or do you have two? I can't
Two.
remember. So you can get 2 spell slots back on a short rest.
Yes.
Which you can convert around however you want.
Yes, correct. And I can convert 3 sorcery points into.
Yeah, you
So
can
I
do
can
that
convert
either way.
Yeah. I got the math. I'm gonna make sure I don't fuck it up.
Coffee lock.
Yeah, without being as annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like every hour, yo, we can take a short rest real quick.
Decaf coffee lock.
I won't do the thing to where you can add extra spell slots on top, because technically you can, somebody said, but I'm just gonna keep it at what it is so it's not complicated.
Great.
Cool.
Next watch is Ricky. Ricky, go ahead and roll me a perception check and a D100. $50. You roll the same perception check. Okay. All right. During your watch, Ricky, where are you in this little nook that's been molded beneath the Brahma? Are you right in there, or are you outside?
No, if I'm doing watch, I'd be like standing outside. And I think I'd be like keeping maybe like 60-70%, of my time spent watching the like area around the Brahma, but I'd also be spending the rest of the percentage watching the halfling.
When you're watching the halfling, you find suddenly that she turns and looks at you. And she says, "Why are you all out here?"
We're out here because it's orders. We're doing what we were ordered to do. I think you need to rest.
Okay. And she tries to go back to sleep. That's all that happens on your watch. Next watch is Richard.
Richard, make sure to ask you for the goggles at night. Before
As I hand them off, as I hand them off, I'll just be like, she seems pretty coherent.
Yeah, I think she finally got a couple hours of sleep. That might do it.
It's kind of
Richard
not.
will take the goggles. I'm not gonna put them on because it's 1,000,000,000 degrees into this room right now, but
I appreciate the props, as always. Go ahead and roll me a
Commitment.
perception and a D100.
I would love to. Perceptione. Whatever that skull means.
It's a 12.
Alright, D100.
6. You're gonna kill us all.
Honestly, I was ready for a 1 since I got the 100 last time.
With a 6, nothing occurs. The storm is harsh, but you wouldn't be aware of it anyway. With a 12, you can barely hear what's going on in the cave that you're in.
Yep.
So that's your watch passes without incident.
At the end of my watch, I'm actually going to attempt to stay awake and just like look like I'm sleeping, because I have a feeling I know what this halfling's going to try to do in the morning while everyone's still a little groggy.
Okay.
Okay.
So
She's an escaped prisoner. I think she's going to try to get out of here before we hand her in.
Sure. You can think that.
Yeah, that is what I think.
all right, noted. Fourth watch, Ash and Joe.
Yep. Perception.
Yep. You can each give me a perception, or one of you can have advantage.
I'll give you advantage.
We should
Okay.
probably
I
start
rolled pretty
splitting
good.
up the only 2 people with good perception.
I actually
Perhaps.
wanted to talk to Ash, which is why I sat on the same
Oh,
watch as
okay.
him.
And a D100.
And
Yep.
the last
I rolled
watch
at
gets
advantage, but I rolled great.
the last watch gets a long rest.
Yes.
Woo!
Okay.
24 perception, 44 on the D100.
Okay.
Anything you want to add, Echo, before I engage in?
Oh, anything I add will be after your conversation.
Cool. So as they're watching, and Ash is Where are you sitting, standing? Where are you?
I am probably sitting watching over our little halfling friend.
Yeah. So you're sitting there, and you hear Joe's footsteps, and then you feel kind of like a light weight on your shoulders. And when Joe sits down next to you, you have a cloak over your shoulders.
He looks at it. Razgars?
Yeah. So, you've been going down a lot. And that's like out of all of us, you're the worst fucking person to be going down. So you need to knock that shit off. Thought this might help.
It'll help.
And
Yeah.
I thought maybe you were pretty close to Rasgar. A couple months more than the rest of us were. And if you wear this, it's kind of like he always has your back.
Thank you. It's always hard losing people. I've lost about a dozen, and it never gets any easier.
This is my first comrade death, but I am not a stranger to losing people I care about.
I keep playing over and over in my head all the things I could have done differently, or if I could have been a little bit better, that maybe all those people that died in front of me, in front of my eyes, under my watch, that they would still be here.
Well, I can't speak to the rest of your groups or the people you lost, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If Rasgar had stayed in the fucking Brahma, he might still be here. So what I'm trying to say, and it always comes out wrong when I say it, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of factors that go into this, and what you do and what you don't do is just small parts of it.
That's fair.
And Rasgar's not here to defend himself, so.
He doesn't laugh.
Eesh. They outdid it again.
That's okay. I've grown used to it.
Great. Maybe someday you'll find it endearing.
I
So
already do.
That's what my dad said, so.
You know, my sister would have made probably the same joke. She always handles the deaths better than I do.
Oh, I am not handling them well at all. This is called coping.
And also, my sister would have handled her a little better than I did too.
Okay, yeah, but she didn't cut you. By the way, can you, like, look at this? Or it's gonna get infected.
Sure.
Like, I'm
I'll-
at max hit points, so you don't need to actually waste a spell slot, but she wants you to look at her cut anyways.
I'll look it over and just kind of like touch it up with a bit of gauze and actually let me stitch it up. It might get infected.
Yeah.
I'll just do a quick stitch, like 2 or 3 stitches.
Check out this really suspect looking dagger with some initials on it. I don't trust it. It's probably covered in, like, poison or necromancy. I don't know.
Can I see the dagger?
Yeah. She hands it over to you.
And I'll be
7
silent.
hours ago, so you'd be fucked right now. If you
I'll be
Well, maybe
be
it's a
so-
slow acting poison.
while I look over this dagger, I'm silently attuning to the cloak.
All right. As an artificer, you can tell this dagger is magical.
Yeah, stab's extra good.
Okay. Well, it's a new day. Let me see if I can figure it out. I do have. Sure. I'll ritually cast Identify on it.
It is a +1 dagger.
It's a simple enchantment, but it is magical. What's this, TG?
I don't know.
Ring any bells with me? Or is Joe the only one?
There's no way you could know.
Okay.
Garrison. Classic Tom. Is
It's the ghost.
the ghost. Yes.
Got it in one.
I think the first thing in the morning we'll have to figure out a little bit more about our little friend here.
Or
And I say little, but she's taller than me. Somehow.
you're very little. It's one of your charming points.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, your dad did the whole silver thing?
He'd done it before, a couple times.
And that's how you learned how to heal?
He had some natural magic about him. He taught me a lot more on dead bodies than living ones, but he tried to make sure I had a basis for both.
Very, very useful.
I'm useful.
Yes, you are useful.
Thanks, that's all I've ever tried to be.
Let's try to, from here on out, let's try to be very, very careful with what we do. I don't want to lose any of you again.
Well, I can only speak for myself, but I'm very wise in battle, and I don't think you're need to be worrying about me.
Alright. Good enough.
Between you and me, you should watch out for Ricky. She seems to get stabbed a lot.
I've
Might
been
be
looking
because she's a
after her.
frontline fighter.
I have been looking after her as best I can. She's gotten a lot of needles in the past couple days.
Yeah, it seems like you got a weird thing about that. Maybe ask before you stab.
I mean, if you knew it was coming, wouldn't you flinch?
No, I don't flinch.
Alright. You know how to make coffee?
Oh yeah, she'll start making coffee. Joe probably makes really powerful coffee. It's awful, but it really kicks you into high gear.
I think Ash, as he's attuning to the cloak of protection, he'll start to write in his journal.
We do have to resolve that D100.
Yeah.
Roll me a D6, please.
I'm gonna keep my lucky streak because I know I've only rolled good things. 2.
All right. Well.
That incubus again, right?
No.
Damn.
No, that one got changed to 69.
Let me know if I
Yeah,
can
you-
attune.
Roll me a perception check, Ash. And yeah, you attune to it.
Only Ash gets to roll a perception check?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to know why? Because he's God. And I mean, Echo.
Ash is
if you
God.
will.
It's really. Ash is the only God left on Amaranth.
21.
Yes, he is.
Based on the positioning, is why Ash gets to roll a perception check. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a little gray spot on the flesh of Ricky's face as she's sleeping.
Burpees.
Yep. Fantasy herpes. It happens.
Burpees.
Furpies.
Medicine check?
Yeah, roll medicine check.
Did I roll another disease?
Ooh. 17.
That doesn't seem right to you.
I'll close the book and take a closer look at it. I'll take a bit of gauze and very carefully just kind of like see what the consistency of the gray spot is.
It's very stiff.
Uh, okay. Does she look any, like, in distress,
No.
or...
She's sleeping comfortably. Ricky,
Somebody's
you are
poking at
poked
my
in the
while I'm
face.
sleeping. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm a good sleeper though.
Roll me a perception at disadvantage. Ricky. You don't notice. You continue sleeping.
Joe, do you know what this gray spot is?
What? Gray spot?
Come take a look. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
It's
I get-
just before her ear, on her cheek.
I get uncomfortably close because she's sleeping and I can just.
Sure. She rolled a 4 on perception. She doesn't know.
It's, you said
I'm
the
snoring and
consistency
drooling.
is tough,
It's
Yeah.
stiff.
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 Can I inspect?
Yeah.
I'll try to help by saying it's a little stiff. I took some gauze and checked
Poked
the
it.
consistency of it.
Roll a medicine check. You poke it?
He poked it.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
say
asking-
I poked it.
oh, okay,
No,
alright.
fuck no. I'm not gonna touch herpes.
It's okay. Roll a medicine check.
The same roll, 17.
Doesn't seem right.
That doesn't seem right.
Okay. Can I ritually cast Identify?
Sure.
Okay.
We're both just hovering over you and they're just like.
I point out to ritually cast Identify. You gotta touch it.
Okay. Shit.
Do you want
I was
grayscale?
gonna say, you can
How you get
detect
grayscale?
magic to see if it's a magic blister type thing.
Didn't you
Oh, I could-
diagnose
I could-
yourself
I
before?
could ritually detect magic. Yeah, I'll detect magic instead.
Okay.
Okay, you ritually detect magic. I don't
I
think
have a
this
lot of
is
ritual
this is
spells.
not this is not a magical effect. I don't think you.
How
nothing
did you
would happen.
diagnose yourself before?
Okay. I'll do this one then. Detect poison and disease ritual.
Yeah, that's the one, guy.
Okay, it's been like 30 minutes now.
Mhm.
I think
Standing over
as you're like
Ricky.
you're waving the sensor back and forth, Ricky, you inevitably open your eyes, and Ash has got the sensor that's billowing this smoke in your face.
Hold on, I'm doing.
I just gripped my teddy bear a little closer.
Oh,
Don't worry,
Uh,
Ricky. It's just a doctor's appointment.
I'm sorry. I saw something. Let me check.
You
One
detect.
sec.
You detect that Ricky has succumbed to cephalogorganism,
Which is?
also known as Medusa rash.
Oh,
I would say
grayscale.
Gorgon is a bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much have grayscale.
It
I've
will
played
slow-
Final Fantasy 16. I know what this is.
It will slowly spread over a month's time until you are fully petrified.
Oh shit.
What's the? I'm gonna look through my medical book from the ANA and look what the treatment is
Has
for it.
Joe ever heard of that?
Roll a history check, Joe. Roll an investigation check,
Not
Ash.
survival.
No.
Survival. You tracking something?
Yeah, I'm tracking
Progress
Checking
of
the
disease.
memories of this
11.
rash. You have not heard of this before.
Campaign is wild.
The campaign of
Keep
venereal
rolling
diseases.
diseases.
I feel like we're playing Oregon's Trail.
Yeah, I bet.
We all
lost
die from
another one.
dysentery.
Yeah, we
bet.
lost another one to dysentery.
It can be cured with a greater restoration, whether it being the spell or in potion form.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh shit, she's fucked.
Does he know if it's contagious?
It is contagious through touch.
Oh,
I didn't touch it.
oh no.
Joe's just gonna look at Ricky and say, well, you got a month to sort your affairs.
Guys, we need a paladin.
Jesus.
Evan charisma. Also, you should burn that teddy bear.
All right.
Oh,
You roll some
Um,
pretty shit diseases, you guys.
I've been rolling the diseases. I rolled the one for Ash and the one for Ricky.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm Joe the plague
We will
bringer.
find a cure for you. Okay.
okay. And then
Now-
I'll kind of look at Joe and be like, "Were you serious about the teddy bear?"
Well, I'm not gonna touch it. Like, if you don't, I hope you're just not passing it out to other people to cuddle with.
Okay.
As you're reading on it, you do see that it can be as short as a month to as long as several years for the rash to
Oh,
become
is it
full
the
petrification.
constitution of the?
It is
person?
based on the constitution of the person, oddly enough.
Fucking genius.
Who the fuck it?
No, you're pretty hardy, so we might have more than what this book says, but we're gonna find something for you.
Is it gonna
okay?
start with your face down? Like,
It will spread from the initial point, which in this case is her cheek.
but does that mean her head's gonna get petrified for the rest of her?
Usually skin first and then inside, right?
What does your book say?
It doesn't
'Cause-
describe that.
Well, wouldn't if it starts on your head, wouldn't you have less time because once your face is gone, you're fucked?
One way to
Sorry,
find
I'm-
out.
Oh shit, I don't know what to do about this. Wait, so we've all lived in this world our entire lives.
Uh-huh.
How commonplace is a greater restoration? What kind of people can deal that shit out?
They're not common.
Nobody in the military really that we know
Powerful druids can do it.
Powerful druids.
That's
of the
kind of it.
instructors- Maybe some of the instructors at the NA, the visitors.
There might be potions
That's
condensed.
not really a thing. Like, okay.
I can it when I hit 9th level.
Yeah.
What level are we? 5?
5, yeah. It,
Oh, we're
it
just gonna
requires
have to
some
have
pretty
a-
powerful magic to do restoration. That being said, it's not outside of your reach. Restoration potions are rare because they require basically the natural equivalence of divine magic, and that's just not around.
So,
How-
is there like druid covens, like the known Or are they like hidden away?
They're not hidden. They're not in Ceres.
And
Okay.
I get it at 11th level. I'm sorry, I took 2 levels in Warlock.
You you single-handedly killed Ricky.
All you, because of your multi-class.
Yep.
Roll me a history check.
No one
Ash.
can touch Ricky until she's cured.
Well, we could still like touch her shoulder.
You can
or
touch.
Stuff, right?
You can touch anywhere on her that's not a gray spot, basically.
Okay.
Why is everybody touching me?
That's a good question.
Is it
How
halfling
common
sword?
is the
Wait,
disease?
did I have to touch it for detect poison and disease?
No,
No, it's not.
unless the spell doesn't say touch.
Okay.
Doesn't say touch.
Alright.
It's a 30-foot range spell.
Okay.
It's not touch. With a 24 history check, Ash, you've only seen one potion of greater restoration. And it was your father's.
Just mail your daddy.
He used
Be like,
it.
Well, he can make a new one, right?
Why? What?
I don't think
I
he
haven't
said
it.
that.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, never mind.
How common is the disease itself?
Not common.
Okay.
Not
At
common
all.
at all.
Sorry.
The fact that she rolled this is kind of like, wow, I guess you're fucked.
Sorry. Sorry I gave you magic herpes.
It's on the cheek, right? Just cut the cheek off.
You could do
Wait,
that.
how much of this are you sharing with me? Are you sharing all of this?
We're
with
talking
me?
out loud. We're going
I
back and forth in our
They're
medical
right in front of you
professionalism.
discussing these options.
Okay.
Rachel, did you
I-
say cut her cheek off? I could do that.
No.
It's such a little spot. I can cut it off right now and we'll completely move on with our lives.
Yeah, but then you will have to touch it, and then you'll be.
In
You'll
what
have
world
it.
would I have to touch it? I just have to cut it out, real careful, like. I have this magic dagger right here.
I make a note. I went over to the halfling. I'm
It
not
should be
in the
known
top.
Richard knows nothing about medicine or
I'm
if that
sorry,
will work.
Ash. Do you remember the time I saved your life? Like, do you just remember that? You remember that
Right,
happened?
but
Remember how hesitant
this
you were, and then
is-
it worked out?
Yeah, but this has no medical premise. We don't know if it'll
There's
work.
no precedent because it hasn't been tried yet.
Right. I'm.
So, it's just a little
I-
dick.
I am not one to experiment on friends.
Ricky, how do
This
you
is the
feel about a
second
little
time.
experiment?
This is the second time a disease has completely railroaded a session out of where I thought it was going to go.
Ricky,
And
look,
we have an extreme
what do you
cure.
say? It's what's the surface area coverage of this gray spot?
About a dime.
What do you say? We just give it a little gozies. If it works, I saved your life. If it doesn't, well, it's just a little cut.
Just wear some gloves.
Yeah, do you have gloves?
Which of course I got gloves.
Ash pulls out like a little cardboard box of medical. I'm just kidding.
Latex glove.
Latex
He-
gloves.
He invented
Like,
them.
you gotta use
Yeah,
viral. People have
so-
latex allergies.
I've been listening to all of this, so I'm gonna get up because it's like starting to be morning. I'm assuming, and
Mhm.
I'll go
Oh, it
over
is
to,
morning,
like, the
morning.
Okay.
Long rest?
I'll go over to the embers of the fire from the night before and kind of stir them up a little bit, and then I'll grab that like thing at my neck and say some words to myself. I'll be like walked away from some folks, from everybody. Say some things. I'll throw my teddy bear in the embers, and then I'll come back over and sit down and just say, okay.
You
Oh
didn't
no.
just burn your bear.
Okay. If you really want to do this,
Joe sheds a little tear for the bear.
okay, I'm going to do it because I am better
He crosses
trained,
her arm.
I think.
Like he forgot I saved his life.
Yeah, but that's because I couldn't do it myself.
I'm gonna look at both of you and just be like, Ash, you have saved me many times, and Joe, I held Ash down while you did whatever you did to him. Maybe you can do it together. I trust both of you.
Okay,
How good are you with your hands, kitty cat?
good. When it comes to medical stuff.
Yeah, but this is cutting.
Right.
And I have a
This
degree
is
in cutting bodies up.
This is medicine.
It's the same thing. One of them's just dressed up with a nicer word.
It's just we're gonna work together. Like Ricky's trying to like keep
She's
herself.
trying to remind us as we argue about this.
Just like same team.
Is there do I believe that this would work, or
Roll me a medicine check.
We're gonna find out the other cure for this. It's just cutting.
okay, 23.
You are aware this disease turns the flesh to stone.
Uh-huh.
That means that it's not going to exactly be easy to cut stone.
I got this.
Yeah.
You
We
do
got a
not
magic
think.
dagger. We got a magic dagger.
Let him finish.
You believe if you try to cut the flesh away to remove the mark, you will remove the flesh and the mark will stay attached to the bone.
Gotta cut your bone, Ricky.
How much
No.
bone is in a cheek?
The
I'm
cheek
sorry,
bone?
Ricky. We
The
can't
whole-
do this.
Yeah, I guess. So I'm
We
thinking cheek like this split down here.
I'm not a doctor, but this is a
Listen.
magical disease, and I don't think it will be solved by cutting it off.
Damn.
Joe. Joe, we cannot do
What?
this because the mark goes deeper than just the skin. It will go to the bone, and I do not think Ricky would like a piece of her jaw missing. She will not be
Okay,
able
well,
to
if this
eat.
was like a finger, then we problem solved. I'm just saying. But it's not, and I get it. We're not gonna cut her. I'm just saying.
We are going to find a greater restoration for you.
Hopefully.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
It's okay,
it would
Ash. It's okay.
it would cost you too much for me to do this. And we don't know if you'll survive or if you'll be permanently marked.
You know that it would be permanently marked.
If she
100% it would be a
cheekbone,
huge fucking
yes.
scar. Yes.
Yeah. Scars are
So
cool.
I am going to the next town we're in that is friendly. I'm going to send a letter or try to contact my father to see if we can get something for you.
Okay.
Yeah, looks just a little disappointed. She puts her knives away.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm real sorry about your bear, Ricky. You definitely did not have to do that. I have no idea why you threw it in the fire.
You told her to burn it.
You
It
told
was
her that.
mostly a joke. Mostly a joke.
You told her to do that.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, good
Aaron?
morning.
What do you know?
Yeah, I went over to the halfling with the coffee.
She's sipping it.
With Joe's terrible coffee.
You get any sleep last night?
Yeah. Some.
Now better time for talking.
All right.
Where'd you come from? Who had you?
Where'd you go?
Who are you?
I ran away from Duskenvale.
Hey, coincidence. That's where we're going.
You don't want to go there.
No, of course not. But there's something there we gotta get.
The only reason I
Might
got
be.
away was the sheriff let me out.
Eric,
She nods.
there's survivors in Duskenvale.
She shakes her head.
The sheriff isn't a survivor.
Kind of
He died.
operation they got set up there? Is it organized or is it mayhem?
It was a horde passing through.
Well, the place of bed is probably that horde we saw heading towards Bright Hill.
Math adding up.
How long ago
We
was
heard.
that?
We heard Duskenvale fell 3 weeks ago.
She shrugs. Got
How
out
long have you been
maybe
out here in the woods?
3 days.
Makes sense. We saw the horde. about a day ago. Probably moves a little bit slower than a single person.
I had to hide a lot.
Any information, we do have to go there and infiltrate. Any information you have that could help us out.
There's giants. I don't know if they're still there.
Cool.
I was hiding from the I don't know what they're called. They fly.
Gloomstalkers.
Yeah, those. They're real good at finding me.
Did a good job getting away.
Only just.
Do we have any like standing orders on what to do if we find civilians and survivors?
Do what you think is right, but still able to complete the mission.
Okay. So the mission's priority.
Basically, the going is use your best judgment. If you can help people, do it. If you can't, that's a shame.
Nah, Aaron, I got a choice for you. We unfortunately have orders to go to that town. I'm assuming you do not want us to bring you with us. But we can set you up with some food and some water, if anything. If you want to go out on your own, or you can come with us.
Can I hide in that there, Brahma?
Yeah,
I'll
you
look
probably
over
fit.
I'll look over to the rest of the group, 'cause not mine. If there's anything much go on.
You can fit in the glove box.
I'm
Where's
pretty
the
sure
glove
there's
box?
room for you.
It's a box for gloves. Yeah, we got plenty of room on the inside.
Let me eat. Let me sleep.
Mm.
And I'd be ever grateful.
You know anything about any kind of magical items in the town? Besides your dagger.
It ain't my dagger.
Whose dagger is it?
The sheriff's.
The one who let you out.
He cut me free with it.
He cut the chain?
Yeah, it's a magic dagger.
True. Do you know
Yeah.
what this stands for? She shows the TG to her.
Tygan Gimri.
Does that ring a bell?
That's the name of the sheriff from Duskin Vale.
Yeah.
That's what
there's
you
no
remember.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
You, with your insane history check about Duskin Vale, do you remember the sheriff was Tygan Gimri, a dwarf?
Oh, and he died? Trying to get you out?
He got me out, but he held him back, and they ate him.
Why were you chained up? Wouldn't they just kill everybody in sight?
She, is looking at her feet and at anywhere but at you, but eventually she says, I was in the pokey for pickpocketing.
I see.
The sheriff was going to let me out because I was quick and he might be able to get out of town.
Well, he was right. That's okay, we got a criminal here too, and she kind of nods her head at
I was gonna
Richard.
say, Richard goes, "Who hasn't been pinched for pickpocketing?"
Literally everybody in this group except you.
All right.
Yeah.
It was real nice of him.
Yeah, sure, he saved your life.
Can you help us with a layout of the town? A map drawn?
Yeah, I can do that. And you talked about a magic item?
Mm-hmm.
The sheriff was talking about a magic item. A crown.
Right.
There was a pawn shop in town where I got caught. And, this crown came in. Someone was real eager to get rid of it.
Do you remember what
Alright.
that someone looked like? Did you see him?
Dark elf. Short
What's
white
that?
hair.
Does that ring any bells for anyone in the group?
You can roll history.
I will do
Anybody
my
can.
best.
Anybody can roll history.
History.
Never
Yeah, I
been to
can
that.
fail a history for you.
I've never even seen a dark elf.
That dice is so weird.
It is. I'm just like, I don't know what that number is, but as long as they're all consistent.
Everyone knows, except for Joe,
Hey.
that dark elves are pretty rarely seen. They don't have a great reputation around here. The ones that are from Undertow tend to be nice. The ones that are not tend to not be. That's what you know.
The last you saw this crown was in the pawn shop.
I never saw it. They were talking about it.
You heard about it. All right.
They said it made the pawnbroker feel weird.
All right.
And the sheriff was eager to get it the fuck out of town, is what he said.
Didn't get fast enough.
Then, I suppose on this map, would you be able to show us where the pawn shop is?
Yeah. You got any paper?
Joe pulls out her cartography kit.
This halfling, I'm gonna roll. She's still exhausted, but less exhausted than she was. I'm gonna roll.
Can Joe help?
No.
That's fair.
She draws a readable map. It
Nice.
seems as though the focus of the map is there's about 4 buildings in the town center. She indicates which one is the sheriff's office and indicates which one is the pawn shop.
Okay.
And then here's the stable. I don't think there's going to be any horses in there, but there might be, and if there are, it might be worth grabbing one. I could use that to get back to town if y'all don't mind.
Do you know where they were setting up their base of operations out of?
I don't know fuck all. It was chaos. I was running. It didn't look like they were setting up shit. It looked like they were eating people.
If it is
That
that
tracks.
horde that rolled through, they probably went through, cleared out everyone they could, and kept moving on.
They might have let people. We can't discount
Yeah.
that.
I saw
We
there was one thing that was new to me that wasn't in the stories or the warnings. There was a big metal thing. It moved like a man, but it was picking up the bodies and tossing them onto its back.
Big, little, average height.
Bigger than you or me. Bigger than a man.
Bigger than a Brahma.
Around the same size.
Did it move intelligently, like it had thought, or was it just being controlled?
It just kind of lumbered. I didn't get a real good look at it.
Okay.
It looked like it was just picking up bodies and carrying them.
Building their army.
Have any of us ever heard of this kind of thing happening?
Roll a history?
I'm trying my best. Eventually I'm gonna roll okay. Today's not
I
that day.
changed my die.
I see that.
You could actually read it.
A natural,
A natural
20.
fucking 20.
With no modifiers.
Richard with a natural 20. It's still just a 20.
And also a dirty 20.
A dirty natural and
A
unmodified.
dirty natural.
Out of character, I have a guess of what it is.
Oh,
I bet you do.
natural.
So these are things that came up once before, Richard. And it's not something that was in easy conversation. It was a conversation you overheard between soldiers. They were fairly higher up, and you must have been at a bar or outside a cafe when they were talking and you heard them. An automaton that gathers bodies, they called it a corpse collector.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah, let's just go. It's a corpse collector, most likely.
Is your guess right? Are they Is it fodder for their army?
I heard two of the officers talking about it. They didn't say much else other than it was some huge automaton covered in spikes, piling corpses into those spikes.
Yuck.
All right. Now, is this town? Is it surrounded by forest or is it out in the open? Is it?
It's in forest. It's not dense, but yeah, I use the trees to get away.
So if we decide to go in guns blazing, I suggest that we repair the Brahma a little bit before we take off.
Well, she needs a
Now.
day to rest too, anyways.
I think Guns Blazing is the way to go. If they got as many people as I'm thinking.
I might be able.
If you get up on the high ridge, you'll be able to see down into it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good info.
I think we need to take a day to prepare, to repair, to rest up,
Okay.
and then we go in smart.
How do y'all
Okay.
hide from the walking dead and shit?
A
You're
little
looking
of this,
at
a
it.
little of that.
I think
Okay.
a day waiting around town. The smartest of ideas with that.
I might be able, if we know where the crown is, I might be able to sneak in and sneak out and grab with
You're
it.
not going alone.
If you get
Well.
caught,
You only lose one of us instead of all of us.
but then we'll have to go in anyway.
Fair.
All or nothing.
So, let's make repairs to the Brahma. Because this might be big.
You've been awful quiet. What do you think? And the halfling's looking at you, Ricky.
I mean, I don't think Ricky probably takes part in the planning very much anyway. I think I've probably just mostly been staring into the fire.
Thinking
So
about your
I'll-
mortality.
Yeah, kind of just look off and be like, I follow orders. Like, whatever we decide, I'll go do it.
Aaron nods and then looks in the fire. I do need a con save from you, Ricky.
A first of many.
The first of many.
Got motherfucking grayscale.
Okay.
Good thing it's
18.
the barbarian with the con-based.
You rolled. Who
Disease.
got it?
Sorry.
I would have been so mad if I got that.
It literally, of the six of you, including Aaron, it was 1 Zed, 2 Ricky, 3 Richard. It could have been any of you. You rolled a 2. With an 18, the gray mark remains the size it is. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't bother you. You don't even really feel it.
Do I think a lesser restoration daily will help with staving it off? Okay.
It's just too powerful a magic.
Okay.
And especially since your literal flavor is magical, you just don't think it would do anything. You think it would be a waste of your resources.
Fair enough.
It is on the hardiness of Ricky's body to resist the magical disease.
Air Force of Will.
Just roll a good con save every day and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Stave it
Yeah.
off for years.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw my rolls at the beginning of today's session, but I'm not worried.
all you gotta do is not fuck up. It's
Alright,
easy.
all you have to do is do the recap every week and
Yeah,
just
you'll be
use that
fine.
inspiration every
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
All right.
I do think one thing Ricky would do is like if we have any like leftover cloth or canvas, like an old like torn up anything, I'll probably like rip that up and just like even if it like has to go across my mouth, I'll probably like try and put something
Bandana
around it.
That's
So
smart.
you could wear it. So it's right here. So you could wear it around over your mouth and leave your nose out, or you could wear it like
Okay.
a goofy old lady thing,
Oh yeah, like I have like toothache or something. I won't
Yeah.
do that. I'll just like wear it around my mouth.
like a bonnet
babushka.
sort of thing.
A
Yeah.
babushka.
To make sure you don't accidentally transmit this fucking disease to people.
Yeah.
Or you could just take make a bandage patch and slap it onto it, and you'd be totally fine.
I could make one of those for you. Definitely.
I do think character art of a barbarian with a great axe that's like half stone would look really fucking cool. But as it is 9:30 PST, and we have a plan. Next session, you're going to repair, regroup, allow the random rogue commoner to recover a little bit. Maybe she'll prove helpful, who knows? And then you're going to try and infiltrate Duskenvale. Whether by force or by espionage, we'll find out. I look forward to it.
I gotta teach you how to pick pockets better.
Yeah,
Just
don't get caught. Sir,
Don't
you
get
got
caught.
caught.
Yeah, you did
I
get
wasn't
caught. What are you
picking up-
talking shit?
I didn't get picked. I wasn't picking pockets.
No, you're
You
blowing
were
up
shooting
wagons.
civilians.
And Zed has joined the party.
I didn't know they were in there.
It's the Zardy party.
All right. As we reach the stage in the session, as always, we're going to do the player vote for RP. That session definitely stalled into the disease a bit longer than I thought I would, but these things happen. Let's start at the top. AJ. Who did something you liked and why?
I'm torn between. I enjoyed the dialogue between Ash and Joe a lot. And
The two most
I felt
awkward
like
members of the party.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the awkwardness, and I felt like you both. I don't know who to like throw it to. I don't know if I can give like half points, mostly because like.
We can always roll off.
Yeah, maybe I'll flip a coin. Yeah, but I really enjoyed really like Joe's character of just like, I don't know if there's something deeper, but just like oof, the like coldness there is great. Feels very apropos for the setting, and then Ash, I really enjoy like the medic who continues to care even after all of the things the medic's been through. So, do you want me to flip a coin, Echo, or can I like do half points?
How about we have Ash and Joe roll off, so each of them roll a d20 and the higher one gets it.
You know what I like?
Oh.
I like how our two negatives, our 2/7 charisma
okay.
characters want to be the party face.
How funny is that?
Yep.
They don't know that it's not the time for them to talk.
I'll let you go at it.
Yeah, Richard's like, they want to dig their own grave, they can do it. Like, I have a +2.
Joe literally is a professional gravedigger.
I don't have a 20 charisma or nothing.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting, we're helping!
Stabs you.
Your convincing of this halfling was gonna scare her off. I just tackled her. All good.
You both really fucked it up. All right. Class. Who did something you liked and why?
I am gonna vote for Ricky here, just for the sheer balls to try something that's not medically proven, and just going for it.
At least Ricky
That
has faith
is-
in Joe's medicine.
Well, I mean, it's not really medicine, but we can
Shut up.
just
Ricky might not care too much about holding on, right? Like, Ricky might just be like, okay, cool.
just just all in. I think that was a good moment. And honorable mention to Zed coming in and being kind of a pseudo face already.
Trying to be. If we'd
Trying
let
to
him.
be.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
that
answer.
halfling was like, okay, this guy's reasonable. Ah! As everyone else walks up.
He can't even be
Let you
assertive
answer
with you
the box
two either,
box.
because he just met you guys and
Yeah.
you saved his life. So he's like, I guess this is how they want to do it.
Okay. It worked, didn't
All
it?
right. Dooch. Who did something you liked and why?
100% Ricky for throwing the bear in the fire.
Oh man, that broke my heart.
Joe literally said you don't have to throw the bear in the fire, and all she's like, fuck, I gotta throw the bear in the fire. It's tainted. It's tainted. I could only imagine the conversation she would have been having in her head, like, I love you so much, Bear, but I have to do this.
It
Can
was like, you
hardly
literally
bear it.
tried. Oh my god, it was a throwaway joke.
It's unbearable.
Kudos.
All right. Next,
See what you did there.
Keysby.
Dooch stole mine, but the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear.
Yeah.
All right. Pen.
I'm also gonna give it to Ricky. Not just because of the bear, but the bear made me want to weep because I am a stuffed animal lover. Every time I go somewhere, I get a stuffed animal. So I cannot even imagine throwing my teddy bear into the fire. And how fucking cute is it that the barbarian had a teddy bear and then burned it immediately? But that's beside the point. I also want to bring up the just beginning of the session. I know it was a lot of it was rolls, but I was weeping. It was so funny to me.
Oh, failing to open the hatch.
Yeah.
All right. So by unanimous vote, because Ricky, you didn't vote for yourself. Ricky, you have earned a player inspiration. Well done. All right.
I will probably have to use that next week, so thank you, everyone.
We just gotta give it to Ricky every week. So
Yeah,
she
just
won't
make
not
sure
get
she
crazy.
doesn't-
No, no. No, this is
Yep.
good for my character.
We can't let
I
Echo
don't
know.
know.
We just gotta make sure that like 3 of us and 1 of us has got to vote for somebody else.
If you guys let me keep rolling D100s, you're all gonna get herpes.
Keep rolling diseases. I'm like,
Nothing
okay.
is more
I mean, I'm
impactful
missing
when
a teddy bear, so there's that too. if anybody-
nothing is more impactful than when a quiet
At night,
player
I think at nighttime,
does
Pen
big
is not
things.
allowed to roll D100s anymore.
I'll do it. We'll just get more ghosts. It's fine.
Oh no.
Oh man, I'm so sad y'all just bailed. That could have been. Oh well.
that was
Oh,
that
well.
was chaos.
Are
Yeah,
you
it was spooky.
insane? It was super
we
spooky.
were
I was
I
trying
had
to be
protection.
spooky.
I had
we
protection
were
from
so
good and evil.
we
You
were
guys did
so tapped. We were so tapped.
I
That
know,
was-
I
yeah.
know, I know.
That
It was
wasn't
the
the hill to die
reasonable
on.
decision. Anyway,
Speaking of props and teddy bears and me always having them, this is the teddy bear I got the day I was born. which
I
is
have mine too. It's in
34
my
years old.
closet. Holy shit.
And at one point, it like had like the legs that rotate and everything, and now they just kind of dangle.
Goodness
He's on top
gracious.
of my bookshelf.
That's AJ's teddy bear.
on that note about teddy bears, that is where we're going to stop tonight's session. Thank you all for playing, and to all those at home who are watching, we love you, and we'll see you next time.
Hi.